1, 2, check, Chuffing 1, oosh, 2. Now it'll be working. Now it'll be working. Now it'll be working. Now it'll be working.
In adventuring,
yes.
as in business, you always have to seize the
Now
opportunity
it'll be
while it's
working.
there. In adventuring,
Yes.
as...
Hi, you're with Scott. I'm Genshin Kid. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is right. You only have to do this midnight. Here in Mondstadt. Yeah, Mondstadt. Yeah, not Sumeru, Mondstadt. Oh, it's lovely in Mondstadt. It's nice and chill in Mondstadt. Here in Mondstadt. What's that on my navigation? Oh, I've got a commission to do. What's it doing? 6,000 metres over there. Oh, God. That's in Izuma. That's miles away, mate. Gonna have to be going there then. And then we're going to be doing... What's it called? It's not a story. Archon. Is it this one? We want to play it. We're going to be playing a fucking musical instrument at it. The Dendro Archon. Is it we're getting a visit to the Dendro Archon, or is it that we're... That's marriage. That's travelling on Inazuma. That's Inazuma. Where's it gone? I thought I had it lined up for Sumeru. There it is, the world of Aranaya. You arrive at what appears to be Varanara, but know that Aranaya is seen. There's a strange wooden arch. Maybe that's the key to entering the world of Aranaya. We found it yesterday, or the day before. Missed a day yesterday. Busy, because check this out. You'll like this. Look at this. Ugh. Look at this bad boy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyone who contributed, anyone who tipped me at coffee/Ganji. I'm putting it into buying things. You see all my fingerprints on that? It gets fingerprints on it real quick. So, what does it do? Say what it does. It does Genshin Impact, and it will do Genshin Impact, and hopefully stream as well. We can talk about the specs if you want, if you're interested. I can tell you the price if you want, if you're interested. Asus Tough Gaming laptop, and it's going to do the job. And we're going to be, oh, bloody hell, careful with it. We're going to be testing it probably tonight after this stream. I'm going to run this stream, got my cameras and my lights set up, then I'm going to dismantle my light and my camera, and get the laptop and just take it upstairs and just see that it probably just do a really rough stream. Probably do it on Battery Exhausted, my other B-side channel, just to make it, sure it works. And once I know it's working, I'm off tomorrow to a little cheeky Cornwall trip for a few days. So taking the laptop so that I can play Genshin Impact and occasionally try and get on stream. That's the plan, a little stream away from stream. So thanks very much for that. I've got it. It's in the house. That's why yesterday I was off, because I spent the whole day fucking downloading everything, going through all my passwords and linking up all my accounts. And by the end of it, I couldn't be asked to do a stream. Just couldn't. But it's all backstage stuff. It's nothing glamorous. It's just a little bit of kit. It's expensive. It was a big deal to me to buy another bit of kit, considering I've already got a computer that I bought. Thanks to you, thanks to streaming, thanks to Tippies. So considering that. But yeah. Now I've got two. The proper one, the big box that does the job, and then the slightly smaller box which also does the job on lower settings. So there you go. World of Aranaya. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing our commissions. And that makes sense. And that's a Genshin Impact stream. Got something else cool to show you on Genshin Impact. When it loads up. When it loads up, Rodney. When it loads up. Check this out. I didn't know this. This is news to me. It's not news to everyone. Party setup. This is my little squad, my little party, isn't it? We've just been killing a Regisfine, so I've got these crews on. I've changed them. They were called cauliflowers, and now I've changed them for killing a Regisfine. I'm an idiot. These are my cauliflowers.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
These three. I've been running around with these three. They go quite nicely together. I call them cauliflowers. Noel can stay in the squad, whatever. They're giving us more of these, look. More teams that you can... And look, I didn't know there's this thing. This team deployment, and it's got the elements on it. It shows you. It's quite cool. It's quite cool, isn't it? So I've built a few more teams. Give them all names. So that's cauliflowers. This is Little. obviously. Little. Team Outriders. This is, we're doing some questing and outriding where we want Amber and the Gravekeeper on as main characters, backed up by Rosie and Sayu. Team Outriders. Party 4, that's just, you know, nothing, random. And then mains, these are my mains. That's who I've been actually maining for the last couple of weeks. So who I've been kicking ass with. Klee, Jinqui, Rosie and Chi-Chi. They're my damage doers. Mains. Grown-ups. Put Care in a squad. He's never in a squad before. I couldn't think of a further... No, these are the grown-ups. Look, Lisa, Rosie and Ningguang. They're the grown-ups, aren't they? I couldn't think of another grown-up. I don't have another grown-up, do I? Maybe Amber, but no. Maybe that Chuffer. No. Certainly not you, Fischl. Not Benny. Collie. I don't really have another grown-up, do I? Not Barbara. Maybe Tomo.
Where are we headed this time?
Maybe. They're the grown-ups, anyway. And I was going to call that squad... But I was going to call it... Instead of grown-ups, I was going to call it... Adults. But it won't let me. Can't be used. I wonder why. Anyway, they're the grown-ups. And they are the grown-ups, aren't they? Lisa, Rosie and Ningguang. They're the grown-ups. That's the fire team. Look, fire team assemble. They're all on fire. This team is on fire. Except Benny's a 36. But, you know, we can swap him out for Tomer if you want. Fire team. And then, ooh, shocking. It is shocking. They're all electro. Aren't they? They're all electro. So I like that. That's kind of cool for me. And then frozen. Frozen solid. And that's, he's got a wet boy in there instead of Kaya because, you know, frozen team. No? And then this is Claymores. And we're missing someone. We haven't got another Claymore, so just left it blank. But these are Claymores. And I'm thinking, oh, we need another Claymore, don't we? Claymores. Claymores. I could have had Bedu. She was on the offer there recently, but Claymores. So none of my Claymores are fire Claymores. I've got Electro, Animo, and gee, I would quite like a fire Claymore on that roster. And then we're back to cauliflowers that I've been running around with. So the only one that's not right is Party 4, isn't it? They're just a randomers. But it's good, isn't it? Quite like that. Right, cauliflowers then, deployed.
Come on, enough procrastinating.
Right.
Let's go.
I've been using Collie on the actual squad. Like, you might think I'm nuts. You might think I'm nuts. But I've been trying to... I haven't done a lot of grinds. I haven't really pushed her. You have to get a load of mushrooms for her. But I quite want to get Collie up to speed. So if we can do the story quest tonight, I'd quite like to do those challenges as well that we looked at the other day. I haven't done those yet. Voltage charge. Oh, I know what this one is. It's a bit annoying. Right, let's do it. Electrograminum. These are just my commissions. Get these out of the way at the start. Right, electrograminum. Press T. Oh, God. Get up there. Get up there to there. There, right. Now, just land gently and steady. Now, off that, you've got a timer on. Summon the electrograminum. And then up there. Right, now just here. Now just steady. Just drop down. Steady. And then summon the electrograminum. Oh, wrong button. Summon the electrograminum. And then ready? You ready? T and T and T and... Get over there. Right, and one more. Finally, one more. Don't chuff this up. Get where you need to go. Where do you need to go? Over there. Ooh. Really chuffed it up. And boom, you're in. Job done. Celebrate with a Sakura bloom, look. Sakura bloom. Just celebrate by picking a flower. And then, I just want to get these commissions done. I've got them going on in Inazuma City, you see. In Inazuma. I can't get them going on in Sumeru yet, because I haven't finished all the story quests. I've been letting it take ages, if anything. Because I think that most people who like a bit of Genshin Impact are playing it themselves and watching the big streamers. Well, I've got something to tell you about that tonight, actually.
Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
About big streaming. Got a little bunch of stats to look at, a nice cheeky graph. I like a graph. Got it all to do tonight. Hopefully I have a good stream. I feel a little bit under pressure still, because I've had to get all my bag... Oh, you can see it. I've had to get my bag packed for going away from the house. And I haven't been on holiday for ages. It's not even like a big holiday, it's just a little, you know... In the UK, if you go abroad, then that's like a big holiday. And if you don't go abroad, it's still a holiday, but it's not a big holiday. Does that make sense? That's how I feel anyway. Might not be the same for everyone, but that's how I feel. So we're going for a few days in the Airbnb. So I don't have to stress, but you know, I feel a little bit under pressure for that reason. Gotta get up in the morning, gotta make sure I don't fuck up somehow. Bugger it up, make sure I get there. Make sure I took the right appropriate things. I don't think it will be nice weather for the beach. Obviously we'll still go. I don't think it's going to be particularly sunny, but you know, even if it's raining, I'm going to let the dog see the sea. In fact, for me, I'd probably prefer it to be a bit overcast, so it's not all full of people and it's a bit chill. Collie kicking ass though. Oh shit, man, I shoot it. Collie down, Collie down. Come on, Noelle. Stop electrocuting Noelle, if anything. We need her alive.
As a dutiful maid would.
Bit of a different squad on today, look. Been neglecting Noelle as well. We need to really... Oh, hello, you. Big Chuffing, what are you doing? Get away from that. That's what we need. That's what we need to protect, if anything. Try that on for size, you big Chuffing. Didn't like that, did he? Look at that one up in the air now.
Speed of light.
Down in seconds, look. Absolutely demolished them. Collie's useful. Don't sleep on Collie. There you go, commission complete. Thanks very much. Next! Don't sleep on Collie, man. I'm going to get Collie ranked right up, and I'm going to get her things as well. I'm going to grab her the... what do you call them?
The sun is out.
Artifacts.
Our work's done for the day.
Pushed on.
Shall we take a stroll?
Just talking. I'm gonna push Collie up to the front of the queue. I think she's cool. I've been running around with her, and she's like a stoner type. She's like kind of like quite chilled. We get on. Oh, this is good. She used this thing here. This is quite. You just basically cheat with this electrogramminum. Where's the thing here? Look. So where's my electrogramminum? What? It's not working. I just stand here with this. They try and kill me, and I charge this up. Look at this for a commission. Ooh. Ooh, stay away. Boom, you're dead. Look at that.
Another test subject.
They're all dead. Summon it again. Oh, this one got me. This one hit me. I just stand here with this and try and avoid getting hit. I could probably pop this out if you want. Look at that. And they're all dead. You don't get this in normal combat situations, but this is part of this. This is part of this commission. Is this rock thing? It's cool, isn't it? Quite a cool system. Everyone's dead. Oh, wrong test subject. So, like, what a commission that is. You just go there, you stand there, commission complete, 10 primos, fucking lovely. Do that for me every week. Where's my next commission? I should have one more commission. Man on a mission. There's no confusion. Give me my commission. Where's... what? Where's my commissions? Where's my commission? Commission and art behind. Navigate. It's over there, 4,000 miles. What do you mean 4,000 miles over there? Oh, there. Just there. Inazuma City. Now you're in Inazuma. Concrete jungle where dreams in Inazuma City. Chi-Town. Inazuma City. Chi-Town, Chicago. When I heard the rappers talking about Chi-Town, because I listened to a lot of rapping when I was a kid, when I was younger. When I heard the rappers talking about Chi-Town, I thought they meant Chinatown. Like, because New York's got a Chinatown, hasn't it? So I thought they meant Chinatown. Fucking didn't realise it was Chicago, Chi-Town. If anything, Chicago trying to step on the toes, because Chinatown have got a bit of a brand going. Everyone knows what's going on in Chinatown. You're trying to step on their toes, if anything. Chi-Town. Asakura, what do you want? I accepted your commission. I'm not even going to read what you're saying, mate. I just want you to defeat giant dragons. Oh, I've done that. I've killed a god, yeah. We're going to test our hands. Are you ready? Bring it on. Swords do not discriminate. Here I come. What's he doing? Looking for a sparring partner. Oh, I see. He's going to attack me. You fucking nuts. This is your commission. You want me to fucking do you in? You are nuts, mate. I'm not. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just for you. I'm not going to use any elementals. So I think that's a bit unfair. Look, you don't appear to be rocking a vision yourself, do you? So I'm just going to go with the stick. You know, can you beat me with your stick? Stick versus stick. What do you think? I'm going to poke you into the sea if you're not careful. Look. How about? Okay, look. How about you have a go at poking me? Because I've done a lot of poking here, and it seems a bit. Ooh, that was good poking. Well done. Well done. Well done, Asakura. Good poke there. Good old poke that you gave me. Go on then. Come on then. Oh, that was a tough poke. Well done. Well done. So you want to give him some. Oh, you're a bit hard there. Sorry, buddy. You want to give him a bit of encouragement, don't you? Like, oh, good poke. Well done. You know, you don't want him to feel like a total. I bet if I knock him off into the sea, that'll kill him. Watch this. Sorry, Asakura, I drowned you in the sea. I hope you got something out of that anyway, because it was your paying for the commission, for Christ's sake, so I learned much. Sorry, I didn't control my strength. I did actually, I held back. That's alright, I need to catch my breath since I drowned. But you're so powerful, I'd believed it even if you came to have defeated a giant dragon. Now, I have defeated giant dragons. I believe you, of course. Thank you for training with me. I'll remember what I've learned from this match. If you don't mind, please come and practice with me often from now on. Having a strong warrior such as yourself as a training partner, I'm sure I'll complete that deed soon. That deed. It's just a little wish I've got on my mind. Thank you for your help. Please take these as payment. Being shady now. I need to go back and take a break. Your moves were most mighty indeed. They were, you know, I just poked you into the sea, didn't I? We can all poke each other into the sea. I mean, this is going to be exactly what, like, you know, I said I'm going on little hollybobs. This is what it's going to be like for me this week. It's going to be this weather. It's going to be the sea like this weather. For me, it'll be nice because to be honest, I quite like wearing my waterproof coat in reasonably warm weather and walking the dog. Like, he can go in the sea a bit, but not drown. Not big swimming. He won't expect to go out swimming. He won't get swept away. That's good for me. I won't be expected to have to swim in the sea. Also good for me. And we can just take nice walks on the beach. Good for me. And then, like, I'm actually happy with that. But this is what the weather's going to be like for us. We might get a couple of nice days. We might, but. You know, in general. And it's also my sister and her friend and her other friend, and they're having a party, and it's their birthday, and there's going to be a lot of screaming and yelling and partying, so, you know, I have to just bear that in mind, and, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Lots of screaming and yelling and partying. It's up everyone else's street. It's not my street. I'll go on the beach in the rain. Right, look, everyone's got their specials charged after that poking. We're all ready to kick ass. But we've done our commissions now. You're not the commissioner. Where's the commissioner? Here you are, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Yeah. Let's do our expeditions. Claim. Where there's blame, there's a claim. And let's just send out Fischl and Bennett. Hang on, what? Cancel. Fischl and Bennett have got 25% time reduction. Look, that's good. So they'll be finished before Kaya. But I'm not going to come back till tomorrow, am I? So it's going to be the same. What else do? I do Leeway, Mora, get the Mora. Send Kaching out on that because she's getting the Mora. And who's going to go and grub up the crystals? Who's going to have to go and grub up the crystals? Razor can do that. Amber's never been out on one of those expeditions for me.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
I've never sent Amber out for extra work like that. Claim daily commissions.
Thank you for completing.
Thank you, Catherine. Look, thank you. And
Ad
Catherine has
Astra
got 2 more.
Abyssosque.
Yeah, all right. She's got why hello there and another Catherine, but I'm not going to ask her those until I'm ready to go on some mad story because you don't know what's going to happen. It could turn into a big long story. Talking of which, let's get and do that now. What do I want? I want this, and we've got. I want to point this out as well. We've still got all these Graven Innocents to finish off. Yeah, I've still got fights to have. Quite happy to have them. Had one by accident the other day. Quite happy to have them. We could do that on stream as well. Bash up all this stuff, get all these books and Mora. In fact, we're probably better off doing that when we've got some mushrooms to feed Collie, because I want to give them to Collie. So there's that. All good in the hood. Happy with this. This... Can't do this. What? Why can't I do this? Complete the relevant world quests. That's what this is. So we're going to get back to those other tasks once we've done this. So, well, shut up about snacking. It's now is not time for a good snack. I'm doing my little talking, and now we're going over all the way over here. We've been here the other day, and we got right in there, and we said, "Fuck it, I'm leaving it till another day." Another day. What's going on with my speech today? If I have a bad stroke, I'll fight through it. So, you know, keep me going on the support systems until I can get my shit back together. I'll fight. You know, I'll fight. Don't switch me off. But my speech is going a bit funny. Maybe it's just because I'm a bit tired and what have you. Play the rhythm of the great dream at the designated... See, I'm doing it then. Designated location. Designated. I couldn't... Where am I even? I've come here thinking I've come to the fucking... I'm in an underground temple. Now, I just got there by walking in on this road here last time. Or maybe I should go to this one and came down that road. It's a good thing about Sumeru. It's like, see, look, there we are. Now it's onion houses. It's a good thing that it's on this multi-level... Like, it's very clever, the way they've done this layering, this underground layer. This, like, you know, the size of this map is illusory because you can go underneath it and on top of it and all that. Very much the case over here where you can go up high and in some caves. But now you've got, like, fucking almost vast underground biomes. Like, it's great, it's awesome, but you need to give me sort of like double layers on the map. You need to indicate which of these are underground and which of these are overground in some way. You know, maybe just as I zoom in you can do like, or maybe one of these options on the side where I can change it to just show me the underground map. Because why can't I have a map of the underground? Fucking cheeky.
If there's nothing better to do,
shut up.
We could go foraging for ingredients.
You've been told once. You've been told to shut up once. But there's a sealy. There's your ingredients. Have that. That's your favourite. Follow that. Investigate. Oh, I'll go investigate. Alright, alright, alright. Fucking press the wrong button now. There's my cabbage. Investigate. Follow. Follow Sealy. Investigate. Thank you. I've got a bad feeling that I've already followed this Sealy and was unable to drive it home. But we'll do it anyway. Follow it anyway. Come on. Go, go, Super Sealy. Super Sealy Ranger. I'm talking that. Collie, look. Collie Super Ranger. Go, go, Super Ranger. And since we're out in the world, I'm keeping Noelle on. For my cauliflowers. Yeah, go on. She's a cauliflower, isn't she? Go, go, Super Ranger. Oh, it did work.
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside.
She's glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside. So, I mean, who's going to be putting a load of poisonous mushrooms in a chest? Reward chest full of poison. So, what are you doing in there, Collie? Fucking investigating and stealing. That's bad, isn't it? If anything, that's naughty. Well, there was no one in. You just went in and took their pocket watch. This is what they do. This is the forest rangers. Wait, where's the front door? The forest rangers aren't just like here for your protection. You know, it's protection. It's a protection racket. Where's the fucking front door on this one? It's protection racket, mate. Is this one just an actual turnip? And they haven't hollowed it out and lived in it yet. That's for someone to buy. These are the shot. These are the, you know. Look at this. This is a double decker. This is got an extension built on. Family of 4. That one's just a, you know, one big one. And then this one's been lived in, look. Lived in this turnip. Show home. This one's the show home. This will be finished, completed after you bought it. Alright, anyway, I'm down here. Enjoying myself with Collie. She also steps funny, look. I don't know if you quite notice, but she kind of steps onto her tippy toes. Right, it's almost like she's running on her tippy toes. Right, coming down here, look. Tippy toes. Right, steps funny. Quite like Collie. Yeah, I've got a problem, is that I'm here now. This is the story quest, and I don't know what the fuck's going on, do I? Again, as normal. As normal. I don't know what the so what I've got to do is I've got to use my magic They give me a... Is it in the teapot? No, it's one of these menus. They give it me here. Is it the Vintage Lyre or the Windsong Lyre? I can't remember now. That's Mondstadt, isn't it? So it'll be this one. Oh no, this is also Mondstadt. Borrowed for Ahmadiyya in a Vimara village. Oh, there's another thing we've got to talk about. Hello, Coolid. Hello, Coolid. Crewlid. Hello, first time chat. The more Genshin's got going, the more vertical the maps get, which is why I love Mondstadt. It has a lot of mountains and Liyue high peaks, but not much inside them. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely agree. I think it's deceptive. They didn't shout about it either. They didn't not deceptive in a bad way, in a good way, like an amazing, wonderful surprise. And they didn't shout about it. It's like a surprise they wanted you to sort of discover. They didn't say, "Oh, like look at all this under here." They were like, "Oh, here's Sumeru, and you're going to enjoy yourself. So you might want to take a little rain hat." Things might get dark and dank in those underground caves. What underground caves? Oh, I don't know, said nothing. Go on, you just enjoy yourself. Sumeru, it's grassy, isn't it? Grassy. Lots of grass and underground caves. What? Did you say anything about underground caves? You said you enjoy yourself. Probably going to want a little sun hat and your wellies for those underground caves. What underground caves? I didn't know. It's a bit like that. And now I'm here with my Vintage Lyre. Okay, here's two things I've got to say.
According to today's forest patrol route...
Here's two things I've got to say that are not direct about this, but today on stream, what I wanted to... But I'm not probably going to get to. Probably have to do it some other time, because we've already got like a lot going on. There's a conversation happening in Genshin at the moment, and I do want to get to it. I don't know if we've even got a Firefox to bring up. You see, I'm not even prepared. But there's a conversation going on about diversity, and certainly diversity to the point where voice actors have been criticised for not saying some of these names, like, for example, Gandharvaville. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but voice actors, and the voice actors were questioned. I mean, I've got to do a whole, react and conversation about this, so I just want to say it out loud now so we don't forget it. And the voice actors, they said, "Oh, why aren't you saying the voices right, or why aren't you saying the names right?" And the guy said, "Oh, I am the voice of Tignari, and they told me to say this, so I said it the way they told me to say it. What more do you want from me?" And there's a whole conversation going on about racial and diversity and sympathy, and maybe no one's mentioned cultural appropriation, but maybe these sort of themes. There's a whole conversation going on about it, and I've got a point to make about it, which is everyone should just shut the fuck up, because it doesn't matter how you pronounce the words. I'm reading them off the fucking screen, so I haven't got a choice. I have to just try my hardest. I come from England. This is how I talk. This is how I talk. What do you want from me? And the other thing that I should say about it is another reason everyone should shut the fuck up, right? Apparently it's always happened. Liyue names were misspoken at the beginning, right? I can't understand it, right? I do understand it, but I can't understand it in a way. This is Liyue, yeah? But Liyue's not Japan. Sorry, not Liyue. This is Liyue, isn't it? Liyue is not China, but it's a bit like China in some ways. This is Mondstadt, and it's not Germany. And it's not Italy, and it's not Belgium, but it's a bit like some of those things. And this is in Azuma, and it's not Japan, but it's a bit like obviously they've got samurai, haven't they? It's a bit like it. But what I'm saying is, because it's not it, because it's not categorically not Japan, because it's influenced by it, and they've taken some things they like they've taken the samurai swords, but they've left aside some of the things they don't want, like getting a bomb dropped on them, or actually being a real place in the earth. This is a fantasy world, so it's a bit like Game of Thrones, isn't it? Game of Thrones has got all sorts of things like human world, like Earth. It's got all the words for a start. They all talk English, which is strange because we're not on Earth, and it's got all the in this game they've got socks and shoes and things, and that's strange, isn't it? Because we're not on Earth, we're in Azuma, and we're in Teviat. So I read it as Kiki, she was Chichi. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I do what I'm told in chat these days. She's Chi-Chi, yeah. But I read it as Kiki, and I said it as Kiki, and I don't care. I think that's fine. I just think it's fucking fine. I don't think it matters a shit. It would matter if she was actually Chinese, and it was actually like a reflection on my inability to understand, or my disregard for local culture and if someone was actually Arabic and I was mispronouncing their name and I didn't care to pronounce it correctly, that's on me for being a bit of a chuffer, isn't it? Because they're actually Arabic and their name is actually pronounced this way. So, you know, it's just a bit of common courtesy, a bit of respect and a bit of decency, isn't it? So I would do that, but because this is not actually Arabia, because it's not fucking India, I don't have to give a shit. Like, I don't have to pronounce these words like Indians pronounce them or Arabs pronounce them, because they're not Indians and they're not Arabs. They're fucking Sumerans. And they're a bit influenced by it, and a little bit this and a little bit that. But the one fucker's got big fucking wolf ears. He's got like dog ears. And there's no Arabic people with real dog ears. So it's a stupid argument. I think they should have more diversity in Genshin Impact. I think we should have more, like, the cast of characters are quite diverse in their personalities, but what they're not diverse in is their skin tones. So that's a simple one. I'd have that, and I'd have body shape. I'd have a little less, you know, a little less Barbie and a little more realism. Do you know what I mean? I just would, but you know, this is a fantasy world, so like my rules and the rules of diversity on Earth, and I'm not, if this was a soap opera, you'd expect to have those things like in today's day and age, but it's not a soap opera based in today's day and age in the modern world. You know, it's not a reality TV show, is it? It's a computer game based in a fantasy world. So like in World of Warcraft they've got orcs and it's not considered racist, even though they're they're having a race war. So like, I think you should just leave it all alone. I think it's okay for it to be influenced by it. Also consider that VAs aren't necessarily from the voice actors aren't from there, so they just do what they're told, don't they? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm a voice actor, so I'll just ask the people, the producer, and what the producer says, I will do what they want, because it's them running the job. And if I say something and they say, oh, by the way, it's pronounced like this, and I think, no, it's fucking not, you've got that wrong, I'm less likely to put, I mean, if you were booking me, this is why I don't get booked for jobs and I have to be a self-employed person, I would say, hang on, no mate, you're saying it wrong, I've got knowledge of Japan and it's said like this. And they'd say, well, actually I want you to say it like this. And I'd say, well, for my own personal integrity, I'd like to say it correct, or don't book me. And then I'd get kicked off the job. So, but you know, you don't have, or you could say, sorry mate, it's, well, forget it then, it's your job, you know, if you want me to say it wrong, I'll say it wrong. Like, no one has to be too het up. And I'll tell you why they don't have to be too het up. And I've done the conversation now. I've said it now. I should cut this and put it on the Ganji Cuts channel. Because it's not real. It's not really Arabia. It's not really... I mean, it's a bit of Bangladesh. It's a bit of India. It's a bit of Pakistan. It's a bit of Arabia. We'll have a bit of Egypt when we get out to that desert. But it's not any of it. And it's not... So much of it is just like a flavour and a taste. It's a bit like cooking, isn't it? It's a bit like cooking, where you could say, oh, I've put some chili in this, so I've made it a bit more oriental, or do you know what I mean? It's a bit like cooking. It doesn't mean it's authentic. It's not authentic, we're saying that. It's just a little flavour of it. It's just a little inspiration, and they've mixed it all together from all different places, haven't they? They've mixed it all together from all different places. Like Mondstadt as well, yeah, it's a great example. It's written, but for Germany people say Monk. We'd all be pronouncing it German if Hitler had won the war, but oh, it's only a joke. It's all right to say that. We would though. We'd all be pronouncing it German if Hitler won the war, but he didn't win the war. Britain won the war, so I'm pronouncing it in British because the Germans didn't come and dominate my country. We fucked them off. So, but also what's funny about Mondstadt to me as a European is that it's not really that German, and it's not really that Belgian, and it's a bit Belgian, it's a bit Austrian, it's a bit British some ways, and it's a bit of all these, like some of these vales and dales are a bit British, like Springvale, and like, you know, that's more, but Wolvendom and this feels a bit more Bavarian, and then Mondstadt itself feels like it could be anywhere in Central Europe, could be Prague, you know, with its spires and towers. And then you've got the funny thing, you've got the fucking cathedral. Why have you got a cathedral when you don't have Jesus? Why have you got a cathedral with nuns when you don't have Jesus? How has that happened? How is your version of the world contrived to have a fucking cathedral? And you'd think a cathedral and nuns would be really specific to our culture where we had Jesus. But without Jesus, you've still got the cathedral. It's weird, isn't it? So you're just taking and picking and choosing what you want. And this is the fantasy fiction. This is the world of fantasy. Is that no one questions it. You want your law, don't you? You like your law? Well, how are they speaking English? Where did the word umbrella come from? Because the word umbrella is an Indian word, but we don't have India. So maybe it came from Sumeru, but you don't develop language in the same way, and the British people didn't go to Sumeru and, you know, conquer it. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like our history, so how has your language become our language in the same way? Our languages would be really different. We just accept it. It's fucking fantasy. Forget it. Don't be stupid. Of course you can understand the people in Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones lifted all the stories from British history and amalgamated them and mashed them up. So what? Right, there's no rules. So I can't get angry at somebody for mispronouncing what you would say in our culture, in the Earth culture, might be racially insensitive. Yeah, but this isn't Arabia, it's just inspired by it. So, you know, this isn't India, it's just inspired by it. So either it's all fucking racially insensitive, and it might be this. You know, I'm not saying I have the answers here, but it might be this. There, Jesus is an alcoholic. And ours is, I suppose, isn't it? Jesus' blood is the wine. It all gets confusing. Look, either you're going to say the whole thing is fucking racially insensitive, right? Either you can say that. Either you can say this whole fucking thing, like, she's racially insensitive against German people, and, like, her more, though, official, isn't it, is racially insensitive against German people. I
created another universe
it's cultural appropriation. Or, like, you know, she is and he is, and or, like, he's, you know, you could say that, or you could say, no, fuck it, I'm not having it, fuck it off, well, let's just enjoy ourselves. I'd like it if they had a bit more skin tone variation to represent the people that are actually playing the game, but... Like, other than that, I'm not going to get angry if I mispronounce or she mispronounces a word that comes from our world.
There's a lot of writing
that doesn't exist in their world in that context. Seems silly to me, but I might be getting that wrong. So tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comments. I'll cut this as a Ganji Cuts video. And have I got anything else to say on that matter? Only that I, you know, big on diversity, big on inclusivity. Think we should have more of that in this world, not just this world, but this world. And so this has actually done a good job of that in the main, I think, by showing us different views of the world, not our world, but their world, but reflective of our world in a way. It's quite interesting, isn't it? And someone that's not seen any of China or Japan might get interested in samurai swords and then start to look at the reality and learn the true history. So that's cool, you know, ways into different thoughts and ideas is cool, really, I think, as long as you're not, like, ridiculing it or using it as the butt of your jokes or all the villains are black, you know what I mean? As long as you're not doing that, then it's okay, I think, in a way, because a lot of fantasy fiction, a lot of fiction does this. So I'm actually not offended by it in the main myself. And, you know, if there was going to be something in here that's offensive, I'd pick it out and fucking go at it, because, you know, I'm on the side of those sort of things. I think we should be a more inclusive, diverse world, and I think we should look at our own behaviour and say, hang on, am I getting this right, or have I just fallen into a bit of a thought trap because everyone around me was saying the same thing? So I think we should look at that, but it seems like weird to me that we should be accusing Genshin Impact of being insensitive to a real place, because it's not a real place. Right, now I've had my rant. Let's try and figure this out then. I've got to play the rhythm of the Great Dream at the designated location, right? So I'm here at the designated location, and I've got one of these. Now, oh, it's there, thank God. I was going to say, but I don't know what the fucking rhythm of the Great Dream is, do I? How am I supposed to know the rhythm of the Great Dream? It's not like I fucking go around playing rhythms of great dreams, is it? But no, I do, and I've got Collie doing it. Seems appropriate. Very Zelda now, isn't it? Alright, let's play me some Great Dream. I don't know what this is going to sound like, but it could. Let's be fair, they could have just taken the Song of Time and just ripped it off, or the... Can I still remember Zelda songs? Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na. And that was one of them. And then... da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. No, that's Game of Thrones. That was Game of Thrones. I'm actually going to trip out if I can't hear them now, so I'm going to have to find... I'm going to have to open up Firefox, and Firefox... Have I not got, like, a Firefox window? No, that's chat. I used to have buttons that did this on my Stream Deck. I just got them working, and you'll not believe it, is that the Stream Deck updated, and now the buttons don't work, so... I went from one step forward to 2 steps back again. Right, Firefox, new window, Firefox. Let's have Firefox, eh? No, Not that one. Well, I've got this window in front of me of Firefox. Why can't I have it? Oh, now the cat's meowing to come in. I have... Piff wizards. I want my Firefox window. It's not fair, is it? I should totally be able to have it. I'm just going to go on YouTube and I'm going to find like, what are they, like Ocarina of Time playable songs, like, you know, the actual Ocarina songs. There we go. Right, so, and then I also want to show Firefox. So come on now, Obs. Obs is having a right problem. Obs won't do it. Obs, I've got the window open because look, because listen. Proof. So why can't I see the window, Obs? Oh no, press that on there. I don't want to press that. Right. What are you saying? With all the fantasy aside, Genshin did expose more Chinese culture to the whole world, things that outside stereotypes you would get a lot in the media, which Sumeru instruments in the concert. Yes, yeah, that's true. And also, I'll tell you what I learned is that, and I can't show you because the fucking Firefox isn't open now. Why would you not? Like, what can I do more? I really, do you know what? It actually bugs me when the technology fails me because I'm doing my best here. And now it's the technology that's not working, not me. Like, I've got one that shows you the chat, one that shows you the chat, which isn't the chat, it's supposed to not be, and one that, like, what the fuck are you doing, Firefox? In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new example of I'm going to get the window out like that. Something's going wrong with OBS since it updated. I'm going to do a new window capture, and I'm going to call it, like, you know, Firefox 3. And then okay, and then there we go. Okay, boom. Now you've got it, you see? Good old OBS. Right. So we're going to listen to the Zelda songs because I just want to hear them before we start this. I just, you know, just for me and my brain, just for how I feel. Can I put this further back? Thank you, OBS. OBS, you piece of shit. I've had it with OBS now. I've had it with it. Why would you update and then everything doesn't work? Like, that's the worst update ever, isn't it? If you want to do an update, at least everything should work when you do it. Not update and, oh, by the way, now nothing works. So, enjoy your OBS. Can I go back and down date? No, you can't. You know, you can't go back on it now, and you've got the new one. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I've learned Epona's song. So. Okay, now something else I can show you is Genshin Impact, right? Genshin is a monk. I started learning on my own. No one was telling me things, so I had to go and find them out myself. Genshin is a monk. I found this out myself. He's a monk from ancient China, I think. And he was into, not that, this is actually him. Well, not actually him. It's not a photograph, is it? But he did his own form of Zen Buddhism. Like, he was big on the old Zen Buddhism scene and wrote a few books. And one of the books that he wrote was basically what they took as the basis for, like, hell and heaven and stuff like that. Hell, mainly. Choose Your Paradise, the life and death of the monk Genshin. So he's like, you know, a fellow of fine repute around 10,000 years ago. No, what is it? 1,000. 1,000, he's alive about 900 to 1,000 AD. 942 he was born, so he was alive about 1,000 years ago, and he's really there existing. So he was a hermit temple monk, and he wrote books about, like, you know, how to be a good Zen monk. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? And then Sumeru is actually this, not Genshin Impact, Mount Meru, which is the Buddhist I said this a number of times on stream already, but I repeat myself a lot because I like it. Because I like it. Look, Oh, it's a tiny image. It's a Buddhist thing, and it's Mount Sumeru. Look, it says it there, Sumeru. And it's the sacred five-peaked mountain of Hindu, Jain, and Buddhist cosmology, the centre of all the physical, metaphysical, and spiritual universes. So it's no coincidence. Like, there's two things now. Literally two things from Buddhist theology, Genshin and Sumeru. I think there's a lot of it in there. I think, yeah. That's good. I've learned Epona's song, so this is what I wanted, the Bolero of Fire, really. Can I remember it before it starts? I think it's like da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-da. Bolero, hang on, Bolero, dun, da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun. It's like that, isn't it? So it's like, dun, da-da-da-dun. I can't remember it. You'd think I would. Dun-na-na-na, da-da-na-na. It's easy. I should play all these things on our Genshin part, but I'm not that clever and I can't be asked, but... Bolero! That was a cool one. I remember doing it. Ish. Requiem of Spirit. And all the way, you never knew that I shouldn't do the spoilers, but it is a 30-year-old game. You never knew that was Zelda herself playing along with you, did you? I didn't anyway. I was like, who is this mysterious... Dun, 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 dun. Don't remember that at all. This is the Prelude of Light. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Got it wrong, but, you know. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Badass. Saria's song. Saria's song. There's E. coli, the original E. coli. No. That's her song. Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na, 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 da-na, wow, 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 wow. And at the moment the crowd's just really getting into it, but there's no singer on stage, and the beat, the drummer's going, the band, and like the lights are starting to go green, and they're getting, then on runs Link, da-da-da, 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 and everyone goes mad, da-da-da, yeah, da-da-da, Link, da-da-da, da-da-da. That's right, Link. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow, but be careful with it because it will draw you into the infinite darkness. So you want to be quite careful with this one, if anything. Da, 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 da. So, well, that's confusing. It's not even musical, it's just like random, if anything. The Sun Song, you keep that in your heart. That's the same as the other one. Da 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 da. It's Temple of Time. That's what we're looking for. This is the best one. Da 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 da. I'll never forget this song. Actually, I won't. Look at him going on the monkey box as well. Look at him going on the organ grinder box. Da 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 da. I can actually nearly play that, can't I? Where's my ocarina? Where's my ocarina? What have you done with it? Where's your ocarina? What do you mean your ocarina? Oosh. You don't mean your ocarina. You're a fucking ocarina. Okay, you fucking own ocarina. Get off my ocarina. It's not yours. It's not that easy. I've learned the minuet of Forest. He's going to see me again. It's going to see me again. The Serenade of Water. Reflect yourself. What? And then you have to fight yourself. Oh, it's the best thing ever. What? Fuck that one. This is the one. This is the banger. They saved this to the last one on the set, and you think, are they going to play it? They always play it. Of course they're going to play it. They always play it. They play it at the end. Right, you don't need me playing along. This is the banger. This is the banger. Play this at my funeral. When people are coming in. This song opens the door of time. I'm feeling goosebumps now. Like, this was big. Like, learning this song then was big. And like, it's so clever. Actually, reflecting on it now, told me to reflect on myself. Reflecting on it now, what an awesome, like, bringing music, because music's part of your soul, isn't it? Like, music's part of inside your soul, brought to life in the air. That, like, is magic. It's like magic out of your soul. Like, what an incredible. It's making me feel emotional now. Like, incredible thing to weave that through the video game. And like, on the very start, you know, you're going through the Song of Time and you're hearing these themes and these and then they're so important when you yourself bring them out and actually physically play them in the game. And like, you know, the music is important, isn't it? Like, it's not just like the theme tune was good, it's that the music. And how many other games before, I mean, I don't know if they knew they were doing this, but understood that, like, I mean, you've got Guitar Hero, haven't you? But you know, we do the things, we swipe with the sword, we, you know, put up the shield, we jump around and we throw the Deku nuts, but also we play the songs and we internalize them and they become part of our soundtrack to our lives. And the moments, like the big moments, are orchestrated. Like when you watch a film, those big orchestral moments, the clever moments in the soundtrack where it makes you feel on edge or into it or alive or scared, or, you know, different music can do different things. And the Song of Time always makes me feel emotional now. Like, well done, well done. You learned the Song of Time. Yes, I will. Oh, I can still remember that. Like, you know, you'd play it and it's like, what? And then he's like telling you, go and do it. And, oh, you're fucking yes, I will. I'll protect the Triforce. You wait. You can't stop me. Look at her face. It's gone wrong there. And what's this? Zelda's Lullaby. Ah, oh, Zelda's Lullaby. They all sound similar, which is good. It's like nice that they all fit together. Are these just doing anything? Alright, so that's like how it's done, yeah? Ooh, sweet, that's how it's done. Right, we can get rid of that, that's gone. You've had that, that's in the bank, that's yours, that's safe. Yeah, that's my childhood. That's done, that's safe, right? So you can't take that away from anyone. What have we got here now? What have we got here now? Okay, let me see if I could just quickly click these in. It's going to tell me which ones to click in what order. It's this, and then it's flat. I mean, it's so strange seeing music written like that. Like, because they're almost like notes on a stave, but then the stave is removed, so I can't really understand which notes you want me to press. So it's a fucking weird way to write out music, to be honest. Not that I could do well with music on a stave. You know, I'm not elegant at reading music, and I can play music on a guitar and an ocarina. I could play the guitar better than the ocarina, but if you said to me, you know, I want you to give me a bit of F, C, D, E, A, F, C, I'd go, hang on, wait a minute, F, C, D, E, and if you told me to go, da, 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 na, 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 I'd go, hang on a minute, da, da, na, 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 But once I've got it in my head, I can play it. So, like... Right, look. My first reaction to that, you know, I think they need to work on it. Don't think it was memorable enough. Don't think it's going to be, you know, I don't think that's locking into my brain. Can you repeat that back to me now? Right, it's just like not. But then again, you know, you're going on. Hang on, what's happening? They're talking. Who was that? What do we need to gather things? Oh shit! Yeah, I remember. They're going to tell me where the seeds are, and I've got to collect the seeds. And oh, I've forgotten what we're even supposed to be doing. And there's a way of showing me what the seeds are. Isn't there? There's a way of showing me what the seeds are, where they are, even. One of these things. If you do electric on it. No.
Don't blink.
Like that. Yeah, look, it's showing me the seeds. You see that? I'm gonna go and tag some seeds, mate. I'm gonna bag me some seeds. Fuck off, you. Seed bagger. I'm not going to attack anything. I can't be arsed with it. No, I'm not attacking anything. I just want to hit the flower so I can... Thank you. So it'll show me the seeds wherever they are. Where are they? I hate this. Do you know what? I hate this. I feel like I'm on a wild... Look, stop attacking me. I feel like I'm on a wild goose chase. I don't know where to go or what to do. I feel like I'm failing it. Oh, fucking... I thought you're supposed to do that and it's supposed to show all the seeds. There's some over there, look. Get them over there. 1 minute 18 to go. I mean, I don't want to have to kill everything. I don't want to fight anything. I just want the seeds. Stop attacking me.
Don't blink.
There's some seeds. What, 11 of 15, so we're close. Did I not get that one? I did get that one. See, I feel confused. That's what it does. Now it's stopped it again. Just do it again so I can see
Speed
them.
of light.
There, one. Here's one. And it's putting them with all enemies. I don't want to mess with enemies. I just want the seeds. 15. There we go. Done. Return to the gate to complete the trial. Okay, that's me. That's me. Good, good, good. Get me in there. Get me in there. Offer the seeds. Challenge complete. Right, good. Giant chest. What? Those strange traces have appeared again. Oh.
That's
Thought we'd fixed everything.
On to the next.
On to the next, yeah. I've seen these gates in the wild. Do you know that? I've seen them in the wild. So, I know there's more of them out there. But Jesus Christ. Do I ever want to do that again? No. It's not as good as... Like, when you do Breath of the Wild and you learn a song, it's like fucking everything. Like, you unlock a whole new area and a new skill and...
Don't blink.
You know, that Tower of the Temple of Time and... Like, in that, it was just like, it opened up a world of trouble for me. And I didn't want to have to fix all the troubles. That one over there looks like a face in the background. Look, you see that one up there? It looks like it's looking at you. It's like a duck face. I can't point in the right direction. There. Above her head. Looks like a fucking face. If you don't think it looks like a face, that's fine. You don't have to think it looks like a face. It looks like looking at me. She's checking the map. I don't have to check the map. I know where I'm going. It's going to be like that tomorrow. I would have driven, but I don't feel like driving long distance on the motorway. Anxiety, to be honest. If honest, anxiety. Since COVID, haven't been driving long distances on motorways. You know, we got shut in the house for all that time, didn't we? And then when I started driving again, it started making me feel anxious. Didn't used to. But just the concept of it, like, whoa, you're going quickly towards
I'm
me.
all for work-life balance.
If I just do that,
I
I'm
think
gonna
this is
crash.
pushing it.
Right, it sets me on edge all of a sudden. So I should get to it more. I do a little bit of driving, walking the dog, go out to the woods with him, you know. But yeah, so I'm going to plan to let my mum drive tomorrow, which it's going to take longer than it needs to. If I drive, I'll go faster. If she drives, she'll go slower, and I'll have to put up with it. So that's an issue. We'll have to stop halfway. Right, what's going on? The traces vanished, but there's a strange symbol. Paimon, I wish you were voice acted in this. Let's give the tune another try. Alright, okay. I can't remember it. It's da 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 na da na. Hardly a ringtoner, is it? Do you remember when you used to get things and put them on your ringtone? Right, I worked in a factory, and I didn't work in the factory for very long. I'll tell you this. Kindly, you look at it sideways. Yeah, the face, it does. Look, it definitely does. They all looked like... Oh, hang on, we're going to talk to these in a second. I'll tell you about when I worked in a factory. So, I was at uni, and I needed a side hustle to pay for the accommodation and shit like that. Although my mom did pay a great whack, and I had a student loan as well. But you still need you still need to get a side job, don't you? You can't just, Anyway, so eventually I found work in a restaurant as a pot washer, which was regular, so that was fine. But before that, I had to go in this fucking... It was this agency place, and they were like, "Oh, sign up to our agency, and we'll send you out on these jobs, and you'll get good jobs." And I was like, "All right, then, good." And they're like, "Saw you come in, you stupid student." And one of them was working a factory, and I had to go there. Agency staff filling in. Someone's not turned up for work, have they? So I'm filling in, and they're like, "Right, you stand here, and you take this hose, and you stick it on this." And we're making caravan heaters or something. You stick it on this, and you screw that in there. And then you cut it off to length and you pass it on. I was like, that's it, is it? Yeah, and that was my job for the day. And that would have been bearable were it not for this fucking huge fat guy who was like stood next to me. He was smelly. Like, I got nothing against people who are generally overweight, because I think that it's quite hard to maintain weight in today's day and age when the things that you're predisposed to want, sugars and fats, are actually crammed into foods that... Anyway, look, there's a lot of advertising and marketing involved, and a lot of coercion involved, and we're pre-programmed to want to eat certain things. So I have a bit of sympathy for people who are eating the things that they're sort of promoted, and then they're like, oh god, that's a bit of an issue for... Anyway, that's a different conversation. Anyway, there's a big guy next to me, and he stank, and he took up all the space, and I had to fit in the space as well, because I'm on this work desk thing, and I'm squashed in, but I literally pushed in by this guy, having to rub up against him all the time. I didn't like that. And then I finished the morning of putting on hoses, and we go in this fucking... It was like a... when they smuggle people on abroad, and they put them in the shipping containers. It was like a shipping container, and that's our lunchroom. And you go in the shipping container, and they were like, right, that's your break room. So smoking and hanging out in the shipping container. And all the lads that work at the factory there, they were like, oh, do you want to hear my new ringtone? Do you want to hear my new... This is where these stories come from. Do you want to hear my new ringtone? And I didn't want to hear anyone's ringtone. I sat quietly and ate my sandwiches, but everyone else wanted to hear everyone's ringtones. So for the entire half hour of lunchtime, we heard a constant barrage of... And it was Nokia back then. It wasn't, they were colour Nokias. So I just heard this constant barrage of popular tunes in ringtone form. All been played, 3 or 4 have been played at once. Not one person playing theirs, then the next one, but people just playing their ringtones. It's like ringtone party going on. I just couldn't stand it. The hosing, attaching, the working in the factory, I could stand. The listening to the ringtones at lunchtime, I couldn't. So I left. I didn't even, I didn't carry on for the rest of the day. At the end of eating my sandwiches, I thought, I can't explain to anyone either what's happening here. I just can't be here anymore. So I just walked. Yeah, that fucking agency, man. I did work in the factory for a bit, though. For a day. Putting on hoses. I'm not, not trying to claim I'm, work my way up from working in a factory. I have done some tough jobs. The pot washing wasn't much better. I was a pot washer, but I was in a kitchen environment. No one was playing ringtones. They fed you at the end of shift, so I went for that instead. Anyway, don't capture me. I'll give Nara trace. I don't know what's going on here now. This little chuff is talking. What's a tracer? We won't capture you, be afraid. This is Paimon, and this is Gravekipper. We're good, Nara. What's your name? Why is this not voice acted? What an oversight. You're good, Nara, great. It was Nara who taught you that tune, right? I'm Arama, Arana. Why are they all called the same thing? I'm Arama, Arana. You got one letter different. It's just going to confuse me. They trust everyone, but everyone here is very scared seeing Nara in Varana. Do they want... Is it a joke? Is this a joke against streamers? I haven't come up against it. You know, I preceded this whole stream with, I'm very open-minded, and I don't think we should be trying to, like, if anyone's going to mispronounce words incorrectly and trying hard to not to, I'm the sort of person that's going to say, hang on, I'll try hard not to. But no one's teaching me how to pronounce this. I've got nothing to go on, and all the words sound the same. I'm Arama. I'm Arama. Arana may trust both. It's like a tongue twister. Arana may trust both of you, but everyone here is very scared seeing Nara in Vanarana. I nearly got there then. Vanarana. I like banana, tasty banana, squash banana in my mouth, push it in, it goes in. Nana. I am banana, tasty banana. I'm like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to deal with this? Is this Varanana? I'm not even trying to get it wrong. I'm just. It seems so similar to the place we found the treasure, but it's slightly different. It does have a huge rock house, but it's not what Paimon expected. Paimon thought Varanana would be a lively Aranana village where everyone would be dancing Aranana dances, eating Aranana food, completing Aranana commissions. And an Aranana Catherine. Paimon's thoughts didn't run that wild. You know, where's Paimon when you need her? Voice acting. In fact, the lady that voice acts Paimon does do a bit of streaming. She should just take it upon herself to voice act all these absent lines, and then when you're doing it, you could open up the YouTube video and press play, and that's a really good idea for her, isn't it? If you're the voice actor of Paimon, voice act this in your own free time, do it in a YouTube video, and then I'll press play on the video when I need Paimon, and then pause when I don't, and you just do her lines in order, and I'll keep play, pause, and it'll be voice acted for me. Do it in your own free time. You'll get 1 million views on that video, because everyone that plays Genshin Impact will want to do it. Everyone's in Varanana, but because of you, everyone's afraid. We still can't let both of you inside, even if Narana Gravekeeper is golden. Golden? What about Silver? Is Silver bad? What? Silver just like the moon, very good. So, here isn't Varanana. This isn't Varanana, actually. This is Varanana, but not the real Varanana. So, Varanana or not. It's a joke on streamers. Arama's talking about Aranara, and the Aranara are talking about Varanara. It's a joke, so that I have to read out these words, isn't it? Leave me alone. Paimon gets it now. You mean treasure. She will help you. Just whatever. Let me do your quest. Oh, achievement completed. I have to do this quest, but really I feel like we should start a race war with the Aranara, and, you know, maybe, like, I'm not being funny, I am being funny. Paradish's, Padashara. I read it as Paradish, so forget it. That's in my brain now as Paradish. That's not going to leave. It's always going to be Paradish, and I'm never going to be able to understand another word for it. I think we should start like a race war genocide, and not being funny, but like in anywhere, you know, India, Arabia, Bangladesh, in you know, Ethiopia, Morocco, you know, all these places, they have had. You know, go down deeper into Africa, they have had some race wars and some genocides, so it wouldn't actually be against, like, you know, against the history that we're reflecting, would it, to have a genocidal race war? And I think if anyone should be on the right side of it, it should be us. You know, we shouldn't be the people that are getting genocided. We should win, because I prefer that in video games. I don't want to be, you know, annihilated and murdered off the map in a video game. So if anyone should, and no one will mind, because to all intents and purposes, there's no one in these fucking houses anyway when you come here, is there? No one else can see them. So let's just wipe them out. Let's just deal with it that way. Let's have them done, wipe them out, and then it's easier, if anything. We kill all the tigers, don't we? We're happy to kill a tiger every time we see one. Oh, there's a nice tiger. Oh, it looks angry at me being in its environment. Oh, I'll just kill it, don't we? So I'm not going to kill the toucans. They can live. That can live. You can live. Don't tell anyone about the genocide, alright? Let's start killing Aranara and Araras. What am I even supposed to be doing? Helping them. Help the Aranara. Right. Burn it all. Exactly. Exactly. Look, this is... Look, if anything... Right? This is perfect flammable material, isn't it? Clear this, and let's start some arable farming in the jungle. Let's clear this for coffee farming. Just leave that in there and just fucking run, look. Leave that in there and run. Yeah, anyway, arson. Police suspect arson. They found a small... In fact, that I learned recently that's a god. Look, it's on fire, look. Can you see it's on fire from here? See, it's a little bit on fire. Right, run. That little... Police found a small... Oh, I'm having the chest. I'm going for the chest. Police found a small effigy of a bear god and suspect arson. Like, Xiangling's like, no, wasn't me. Wasn't me. Because you caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. You found my small emblem of a bear god. It wasn't me. There's a paradish. They're not paradishes. It wasn't me. There are roses there. Well, they're not roses. It wasn't me. Right. Now what? Oh, come on. Whopper flowers.
Hey! Nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to hide for you. You know all about whopper flowers. You know, no one's going to catch me out with a whopper flower, are you? Whopper flower? If anything, whopper flowers are last year's news.
Sheet of light.
Had whopper flowers in one stat, mate, didn't we? You know, what are you trying to do? Surprise me by being
Leave it up to
not
me.
surprising.
Time to clean up.
Surprise me with how unoriginal you can be. Whopper flowers. Whopper flower. It's not Burger King, mate. This one's in a spin. That one's spinning forever. Stop now. Whopper flowers. That's all I think of when I hear Whopper flower. Anyways, Burger King. I just think, like, a flower with a great big greasy burger on it. How horrible that would be. Oh, she's dead. She's a bit soft, you see. We haven't built her yet. So she gets murdered. It's alright. Is everyone dead now? No. Fighting on these slopes is dead annoying as well, isn't it? Whopper flower. Great big saggy whopper flower. Sagging burgers. Saggy burger in the garden. I mean, what kind of animals? What's going on here? All those fuckers kicked off. I want the chest. Paimon's talking. Now they're killing her. I'm just here from a chest, you dickhead. You start on me.
You receive.
I've got to go down here and kill all these chuffers now. Bad chuffers. I can't resurrect Collie. It's non-optional. Don't really get hit by that. Can't do anything. I need to heal up some of my characters.
Nice and spicy.
Come on, you.
Don't blink.
Oh, she's gonna die. She's gonna die. Come on, Noel. You're supposed to be auto-heal. You're gonna get dropped from the squad, Noel. Noel, if you don't... When you hit people with Noel, she's supposed to heal. Where's my green? Get down here, you.
Needs assistance.
Get out from up there. Get down from up there. If your dad sees you, you'll be in so much trouble. Get down from up there. What's happening now? Our armour, these big rocks are bad. Gravekipper can destroy big rocks. Someone talk to me from over there and distract me. They're trying to get me killed, if anything. Can't they see that I'm busy trying to save their lives from these giant bad mushrooms? Look, now she's dead. Told you. If anything, it's the Aranaya's fault. So they're going to have to take it on board that they're responsible for a few deaths here as well. It's not just... You can't call it genocide if they're also responsible for a few deaths, can you? A few. Is that the system here? Chuffing. What was his name? Not Eni Kamosi. Eni Kamosi was the hot stepper.
I'll catch up.
Here come the hot stepper. Murderer. I'm a lyrical gangster. Murderer. Still love you like that. The hot stepper. And he had all the suit models in the video, you see, because it was for a film.
Get them.
So, this is going to take fucking ages doing it like
I'll
this.
catch up.
Got everyone killed though, so I don't have a choice. Just got to crack on with Noel and Chingling. I'm not trying to get it wrong. I just don't know how to pronounce X's. Fucking British, aren't I?
Leave it up to me.
Go out and dominate the whole world, so I'd have to learn how to pronounce X's. Did we? Queen Victoria didn't enslave the rest of the world so that I could have to learn how to pronounce X's, did she? You know, England didn't become the rulers of the Raj, talking about being, you know, racially sensitive. Like, if anyone should be racially sensitive, if anyone should feel racially hard done by, it's the British, shouldn't we? Because we used to own India, and now we don't. So, you know, if anyone's the minority, we're the minority there now. So,
someone needs assistance.
Right, I'm glad we got that covered. I'm only joking, of course. I didn't do any of those things. I'm not Queen Victoria. I'm not responsible for anyone's death. I didn't do any slaving. And dead against it, if anything. If they want to have another go at it, retro. Slaving so retro, let's get slaving, like, come back. It's in vogue again. Did you throw away your old shackles? Well, they're in vogue again. So, like, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. If anything, I'd be against that. So, I was only joking about all that stuff. Right, help the Aranaya. Have I not done that now? What have I got to do now? It wants me over here. Oh look, someone's put a big rock in the front of the house. If anything, that's rude, isn't it? Goodbye, big rocks. That's rude. Is this another one of these moon doors that I have to do a fucking puzzle through? Or is this the original moon door? Because I don't know. I'm confused, so I'm going to mark it on the map in case that's a puzzle door. Moon door, puzzle door. But it might not be. I just don't know. And there's a... Ooh, what's this now? Statue of the Seven. I didn't have that before, did I? Did I? I'm going there. They can't fucking stop me. Leave me alone. Fucking help the Aranaya. To help themselves. Statue of the Seven. Resurrect everyone. They'll still be there, trapped in their little turnip houses, won't they? I can't breathe. Don't you? Be fine.
Someone needs assistance.
Drill yourself a little turnip hole. Eat yourself out. Not eat yourself out. That sounds like a sexual thing, which I'm not suggesting. No. Obviously don't take me the wrong way and eat yourself out. What I mean is, if you're trapped in a little fucking mushroom house, you can eat your... Just forget it. Who's this? Statue of the Seven. The world opens itself up. Those with noble hearts. You're talking to the right one there. No. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Uncover it. And that makes a big difference because, I mean, well... You can't tell anything from that map, can you? It's just all circles. Confusing circles. So... Glad we did that. But this should heal my team, shouldn't it? Statue unlocked. Guzzling down the chocolate milk. Chocolate soya milk. No brand until they sponsor me, but when they do, well, suddenly, I'll wear the t-shirt. Fuck it, I don't care. I'll go mad for it. Sponsor me out, bro. I only make the occasional, like, I'm so advertiser friendly. We were just discussing slavery and Queen Victoria and genocide and Africa and India, weren't we? So, sponsor friendly stream, isn't it? I'm going to get sponsored for absolute sure. They're lining up to sponsor me. Do you know what the joke is? If I was popular, doesn't matter. Does it? Doesn't matter. I could say, like, bad, not really bad things, not actual racism, because I'm not an actual racist. It won't be a problem for me. I'm lucky in that. I don't have to accidentally... Oh no, I accidentally said something racist. I don't have to try, because I'm not racist, so it won't happen. But, like, a bit of joking here, a bit of edgy humour there. And if it was popular, if I got big on... They'd sponsor me in a shot. Yeah. You could go around with your fucking Hitler moustache and hat on if you want. Like, fuck it, thousands of subscribers. Right, have it large, mate. If it was popular. Do you know what I learned? This is a good segue into this. I don't know if it's something I can find as a fact or not, but I know I can. I can show you the video, can't I? So, my favourite friend, Asmongold. And Asmongold, if you ever watch, you will never hear me say this, unless I make a big point of saying it all the time, but I want to do OTK UK. I'll be your OTK UK ambassador. Sign me up. I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, but fuck it, doesn't matter. I'll work really hard and I'll do a good job and I'll be a streamer, and this stream, OTK UK ambassador, sign me up, get me in the clan. I should be part of it, thanks. Thanks, go on.
Chasing that A and want to save time?
This is my friend Asmongold.
One click simpler.
My friend. And he's reacting to my other friend Bellula, and Bellula's talking about streaming and Twitch and stuff, and I'm not going to go through the whole video because we're playing Genshin Impact, but I wanted to show you something amazing that blew my mind, and Asmon contextualized it, right? He contextualized it by saying that the averages are brought down, the numbers are, like, affected by what did he say? He said the numbers were affected by... Where's the graphs? They're super lovely graphs, I tell you. He said the numbers are affected by the fact there's a lot of bots and there's some fake streams. There we go. It's over here. Look.
For true.
Well, listen to what he says.
I feel like that's the case.
This will blow your
So I
socks off.
think that this is another thing.
This will blow your
It's
mind.
going to be pretty damn bad.
Doc has said as
And
much.
as Twitch is caught in a cycle where they have to more deeply monetize a smaller amount of people,
Yeah.
well, that's only going to get worse. And I feel like there's a chance it could spiral. Now, YouTube by no means is at its inflection point as a game streaming platform. But what about 2 or 3 years drama he does is within. So this is posted by Zach Busey, who works just a hell of a lot of what he does is within the streamer space.
We've watched
So
his
the
stuff
first half
before.
of 2022 had 15 million channels go live at least once. 11.1% were affiliates. Only 0.03% were partners.
I wish that if he was doing this research, that he would have a certain control for because there are a lot of bot accounts and stuff like that, and
So Asman makes a really good point. Maybe these figures aren't,
different
you know,
weird stuff. I wish that he had
bang
done
on.
that and cut out all of the channels that never went over 2 viewers.
like, maybe these figures, you know, the averages are not bang on.
Because
But check this out, right? The first half of 2022, 15 million channels go live, and Asman makes this really good point. They're
think
not all
that this is
trying to be
a
streamers.
very low percentage, but it is offset by a tremendous amount of 0 viewer channels that are not even actual channels. It's like somebody accidentally went live or something like that. It's just,
So 15 million's a, you know, inflated figure, we're saying. So these stats are slightly out. But check this. Out of the 11% are affiliates. I'm an affiliate, lucky me. Ooh, occasionally get a few sub bombs. I don't keep it above the affiliate line, but I'll hit the affiliate line, affiliate forever. So I'm an affiliate, lucky me. And when I get a few of those gifted sub bombs, we go up to what you could call partner status. Like, you know, we get enough subs that we'd be able to achieve partnership. And that's when I get, like, people gift me a load of subs. And then to be a partner, you also have to have a certain number of people watching your streams on average. So it's not like we get one big stream, suddenly I'm a partner. You have to maintain it. So I've not been offered a partnership yet, but maybe I don't want one because, you know, there's different questions to be had. Maybe the exclusivity is an issue. This is what this video is about. They're maybe opening up that exclusivity, different conversation. But check this. If we only include affiliates and partners, an average of 6 viewers is top 20%. An average of 26 viewers is top 5%, and an average of 250 plus viewers is top 1%. Now, isn't that amazing? Like, in the head a minute, top 1%, you know, the big streamers, the top 1% have got 250 viewers or more. Well, of course they have, they're on thousands. I wonder, and Asmongold says this, he says that on Twitch, you only get seen if you've got a big number. I wonder how many of these big streamers, I'm not dissing anyone here, I'm not pointing the finger at anyone, nobody. I'm just questioning, if you get seen at the top list on Twitch because you've got more people watching you, and 250 is a lot, I wonder how many of them are getting view botted. I wonder how many of them are on agencies, and this agency they work with automate a view count for them off-site so that they personally are not responsible, but the agency does it, so, and then you're on the top. And then you're getting viewed. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if that's the trick to Twitch. Because I'm not doing that, obviously, but look, interesting, isn't it? And an average of 250 plus, that's not like thousands and thousands of millions. That's top 1%. An average of 20 viewers is top 5%. I sit in I'm below an average of 6. I think I'm on an average of and like you said, the stats are skewed. Sometimes I'll do a big long stream on a funny time, get no viewers. And that bombs my average. But when we're doing normal streams, like you're here today, look, Crewlid, I've got like Snippies, I've got Nigel, I've got Capital K, on YouTube, I've got King Snow, Girl with Sun, Squirrel Sniper, Lady Dwayne, you know, I've got people on that I can name off the top of my head that are regularly in my stream watching and taking part. And on average, I'd say 6 we're approaching that. So I'm approaching the top 20% if we only include affiliates and partners. I'm approaching the top 20%, and that I wouldn't have thought that. You didn't discover me on Twitch, you discovered it on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. I think that's how that works, isn't it? I do agree with that. I've got to have a presence on both. I'm not trying to say I'm anyone special either. I'm not trying to say like, oh, look at me, I'm on the top 20%. What I'm saying is, I thought we were grinding hard and making slow progress, but at least it's progress. And what I'm seeing on this that I didn't know was that actually, like, top 20%. Like, that's really good. And the difference between 20%, 5%, 1% isn't what I thought it was. I thought we had to get somewhere near like thousands. You know, Asmongold's got like thousands of people watching his streams. Or are they? Or is like the first 1,000 just a bot, just look like 1,000 bots, so you're right on the top of the thing, and then you get the other people come on top. I don't know. But if we can get anywhere near 200, we're way, way away. Do you know what I mean? It's like so encouraging that is to a streamer. Thinking that you're small or thinking that growth is difficult. Well, it really is, yeah, absolutely. But, like, absolutely take heart. I don't know where the other figures fall, you know, 40%, 50%, whatever. But, like, looking at that, I'm definitely in the top 50%. As a guess. And, like, that's massive after the amount of work we put in to see that we're actually getting some sort of payoff. And in relation to what's going on. In relation to what's going on, yeah.
There's not 15 million authentic people trying to become streamers.
All right, Aspen, don't drag me down.
Now, if you include only affiliates and partners...
Crazy that the top 1% is only 250 viewers. Should be done with median values, not averages. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying before, is that I feel like this is... Again, I just think that there are a lot of goose eggs here, a lot of zeros that are dragging this average down substantially.
But at the same time, like I said, I get a lot of zeros. Like, maybe that's because I'm not getting a good average of streams, but like my average is dragged down by one bad stream. Not bad, but one stream that's less busy, let's say. And that's fine to me, I don't mind. Sometimes streamers are more busy and sometimes they're not. Like, it's people's daily lives are different, aren't they? And like, I don't make a big point of saying we're doing a big one every Sunday and make sure you're here at this time o'clock. Like, it's fine by me, it's fine. But it's amazing that like that little, you know, slow stream will tank down your averages, and that's what he's saying. I think averages out, we're doing quite well anyway. And I think any streamer who watches this and thinks, oh, I don't have many people on my stream, like, don't worry, look, you're doing all right. You're doing all right, you're getting there. I think that's the thing to take from that. That was affiliates and partners, but I think that's interesting to find that. Just a little side note there. Little streamer side note. Right, we're going to worship the statue. We have got one to offer it. It's not going to be happy, but it will heal us. Thank you very much. And I'll take this opportunity to switch Noel out, because she's good and all. She's good and all, but my little cauliflower squad need a different healer. And I like this one.
What's happening?
What's happening? Cauliflowers. Is that a Sealy thing there? Hang on, I learned a trick for this, which is use your mental visual elemental sight. Look, and it's pointing where the Sealy is. It's down that way, so I need to go down that way to find the Sealy.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Down around this way somewhere. Maybe. Should have pointed at the Sealy anyway. Should be down around here somewhere. I mean, this... I've got to collect this thing anyway. Where is it? Up in the air, or is it this tree? It better be up this tree. If it's up in the... Oh, no. If it's up in the air, and I've got... Oh, I found it. Good. I've got that. Not the Sealy, but the Joculus. And then, what's this? This little house. This little music house for the... See, it's another one of these music things. Do I even need to do that? What is it even? I'm just going to mark it on the map. And we'll come back to it if we need to. I don't like them. The little music things. Forget the Sealy as well. That can just sod off. We'll go and carry on with the Aranaya quest. Help the Aranaya. I like banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squash banana, goes in nana. I'll just quickly show you what that is as well, because it's on my mind. There's a streamer called Darkside Phil. If I type in Darkside Phil, you get DSP Gaming. He's live right now. That's an advert. That's an advert. I'm just going to quickly introduce you to the concepts here quickly. Phil's live now.
Makes sense. I think the first one had a much better. I'll admit, this is a good plot right now.
So he's a streamer, and he's getting 250 viewers, which is like, you know, what we were talking about, isn't it? He's doing well, top 1%. But he's got a dark and storied history. Look, Down the Rabbit Hole, King of Hate, Year of Hate, like, these documentaries made about him. He's done some fucking stuff. Like, it goes as far as racist stuff, so he's not in my good books. And I've been investigating his story a bit, and what I'd like to do is, on our stream, we're going to get a psychologist on to talk about human psychology aspects of his behaviour and use him, not him specifically. I'd like to do it, you know, ongoing, but talk about human psychology and use people that you recognise on the internet as examples of what we're talking about, and to talk things through. And one of the things I was interested in is there any sort of redemption arc for these people who have done bad things? That's one of the questions. It's not my only question. And, you know, and behavioural analysis, you could call it. There's a cool guy called Steve of the Dead.
3, 4.
And Steve of the Dad, I put there. Steve of the Dead. And in my mind, Steve makes really good psychology videos. So I've been watching them, and I'd quite like it if he'd come onto the stream and talk with us about these conversations. So I've talked to him a little bit off stream, and we've got plans, you know. We're not like, I think both of us are the sort of people that, it's not that we're unreliable, it's just that issues in our life make us less able to sort of definitely say, oh, I'm going to do this on this day. And so I'm really laid back with my approach to, like, when he's ready, when I'm ready, when we get our shit together, we're going to do some streams together. So let's just put that on the burner, the back burner, the whatever, and you know, that's going to come to fruition when it does. I'm looking forward to it. So with that in mind, Dark Side Phil Banana Song has been on my mind now. It's got in my head. Squeeze Banana, where is it? I don't want I want the original. I just want the original DSP Banana Song. Remix. This is it, the original. So this is what I was just singing.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana.
Squeeze banana. So that's his song. And now it's in my head. I can't get it out. So if you hear me singing it today, that's in my head and I can't get it out. So, but he's not somebody that should be admired or looked up to as far as I can see. You know, he's done some quite questionable behaviours, and we'll get into that hopefully on stream. You know, questionable behaviours, and question the behaviours and ask where do they come from. And I personally, like I said, I know this is going to sound a bit loopy to some of the, like, he's got a bunch of people who don't like him. They're called detractors, and they make content about him, and you might say, oh, that's bullying him, but then you might not. You might say that's him, like, holding him to account for his, you know, behaviours. So I'd like to discuss that and to see if there's any sort of resolution or way forward with him and his behaviours. Like, is there redemption on offer for humans? Conversations to have. What's happening now? I'm going to have to kill all these fuckers. Like, if anyone's going to have to die, it's all these fuckers, isn't it? I'm not Cleon. We're going with the hot chef. These are my cauliflowers. Look, Collie. Got Collie running around. She's not particularly effective because she's like level 40, but she's got her running around anyway. I like banana. Tasty. I told you I was gonna. Tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Comes out banana.
Don't blink! Hey! Got lucky that time. Wheel of life. Boba, get them!
I should reach out to Phil as well, but from what I understand, he's not interested in doing anything with anyone else. You know, I've seen other people reach out to him and him decline. So, but I should reach out to him, I suppose. Would you like to come on the show and discuss your behaviour? And he'd say no. From what I'm led to believe, but...
Fries.
Oosh. A bit of that. Look, Team Cauliflower, look. Go! Throwing your little bow and arrows.
Speed of light. Huh?
Throwing your little boomerangs. Team Cauliflower. Have I not done this now? What's going on now? Look, you're hiding around here. Bad chopper. Have that, look. Have that. Bad chopper.
Try this on for size.
Try that on for size, look. You won't like that, you bad chopper. Coddy shooting number 44s at you. 85, look. Coddy shooting you with the 85. 85. Big damage. Just need a couple of zeros on that and we're there. 85 though, look. 85.
Incoming.
385. 500. 2,000. There we go. So fungi edible, they look like mushrooms, so they taste like mushrooms too. Look, we're not going to eat these fucking things we just killed. What's going on? Paimon was just asking. Paimon's getting more curious about their taste. Paimon's talking and we can't see her or... Like, I don't like it when that happens. There's one of these jamunculuses over here, so I'm getting the jamunculus. I like banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth. It comes out now. What's going on with this? This is for that quest thing, isn't it? Shows the seeds.
Hey!
I can't find the jamunculus. So it's a shitter. Might be up high, and when I can't find them, what I do is just mark it on the map. Jamunculus, and then we'll come back and get that at some point. I'm supposed to be over here now for some reason. Don't know why, don't know what's going on, but I'm in the wrong place. So let's go over there. I thought there was a chest. Yeah, there's a chest up there as well, which I'm going to tag. Because you can't leave those lying around. And I might as well tag it, eh? Oh no, I'm not killing those piggins. I'm not killing the piggins, so they can keep their chest. If it's kill the piggins, I'm not killing them. Good, they're running away. Run away, piggins. That little one wants to run away. Good. Right, come on then. Whopping flowers, again.
Go.
More whopping flowers.
Don't blink.
Don't blink, but I think someone saw a whopping flower. Got to be careful they don't fall off the edge.
Speed of light.
Speed of lights. Go! Eat this! Shouldn't say Bubba Gooba get them. Opening box of Adepti Tricks.
Orders given.
Orders given, orders received.
Don't blink. Hey!
Don't you blink. Can they blink? They're whopping flowers.
Speed of light.
I mean, I've got an electro character on, so I'm just going to have to deal with it, haven't I? But I don't like hitting electro things with electro characters, it feels well wrong. Feels like I'm like going against the law. Like the law of the land. Like, what's going on? Hitting an electro thing with an electro attack. Are you mad? Are you mad? It'll only make it stronger, if anything. Are you mad? Watch this, Collie's going to get someone dead now. Go on that, Collie. Finish them. Finish them, Collie. Oh, Collie, finish them. Collie, finish them. Alright, we'll come back to you, Collie.
Don't blink.
Don't fall off the edge, you bad chopper. Right, Collie. Finish. Oh, forget it. It's all mine. It's all my good stuff. What was even happening? Oh, it was a chest. It was a chest. Go back, go back. It was my chest. Go on, Collie. Common chest.
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside.
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside. You're right, you are there. And there's a challenge over there that I can see, so I'm just going to mark that on the map. Challenge. And then ignore it. Doodle-doo-doo. You didn't discover me on... sorry, you've seen that chat. I was just reading it a second time out loud in my brain straight away. What's this? Dendrocrystal core. Dendrocrystal core. It's just the same as all the other crystal cores when it's stripped naked of its beauty and put in my pocket. Isn't it? Same as all the other cores when it's kept in my pocket. What's this now? Why can't I go where I'm not supposed to go? It wants me next... over here by this... It wants me up. Doesn't it? It wants me up. Go on then, up me. Up me more. Don't... Just getting caught on all those leaves. Just go up. Bird eggs? Not for me. Vegan, mate. Go on, up you go. Careful, E. coli, you're going to run out of puff now. There she is. Nicely done. Oh, this is an issue. It's going to require some Sealy fixing. So I'll mark that with just whatever. Whatever. Fucking, it doesn't, fucking whatever. That's my mint. Leave that alone, it's mine. Right. Here we are again. This is, what now? There's another whopper flower. Look, Van Agni. Be careful, if you talk to them, their only response is rage and shooting flames. This little chuffer, and I've said this before, right? Why are we so quick to trust this chuffer? Flower on its head, smiling face. So what? So you're definitely not a pedo then? Why? Because you've got a big smile. All the kids like these dolls, and all the kids come and play with these fuckers. Is that maybe just an evolutionary trait to attract kids? Big pedos, aren't they? They could be big pedo. You don't know. Just be careful around them. Apparently they're really nice and everyone loves them, but I'm a bit sus. The grin. It's the big grin. You're not really afraid of whopper flowers, says Paimon. What do they know? Hey, Paimon, what do they know? Be careful. Have you not just seen me take out like several whopper flowers? Whopper Bane. They call me Whopper Bane. Bane of the Whopper. Fixer up a Bane of the Whopper. Don't start me because I'm a non-stopper. I'm like the king of the counties on mounties in red on horses. Like Ferraris in garages. Inside my head it's large like the TARDIS. Marley's humble and conscious like Marley's dead but still dread like Yardies. Count the amount of lyrics
today. I'll take the chance to try to get some more done than usual.
Oh. Count the amount of lyrics, them are dropped like their bodies. I'm shot for the info, don't stop with the studies. I'm never known as a prince, but soon to be the artist. When the race is done, I'll have run the farthest. I'm like COVID, diseases from the east to the west, and you best check your families. I wrote that, saying that lyric was originally about SARS. I'm like SARS, infectious diseases, crossed from the east to the west, so you best check your families. That's how old that lyric was, but... yeah, I updated it because COVID sounds better, doesn't it? Because it makes more sense. You're not going to rap about SARS, are you? Do you think I can rap about anything except for SARS? Check these bars. I'm rapping about SARS. Alright, shut up. Fucking SARS. No, MERS after that, mate. MERS? Yeah, MERS after that. Learn any lessons? Nah, fuck it. Nah. No, we didn't. Nah, fuck it. Eliminate the Van Argy. Eliminate this. Alright. Eliminated stealth style. Look, watch this. You don't call me Wooden Ranger Collie for nothing. Can't get a shot off. Oh, buggered it up. Alright, go on then. Boom. Have a bit of that. You've gone out the circle.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
See, Collie's useful. But it's like her on the squad. She's like green amber. I like amber. Where's it gone? Chuffer.
Speed of light. Hey.
Climbing up on this thing all the time, you chuffer.
With sword comes shadow.
Missed. Oh no, that's just another one. There's more of them. What's going on? Fucking chiefing me. Whose idea was this? I should have changed my squad. I should have took the pyromancer off, shouldn't I? The pie romancer. Someone who's really into their pies.
Speed of light.
I like pies so much. Right, change, what, move, dance. Dance, look, girls, come on. Right, I'm going in my bag and I'm eating some defense food just in case here. Because you never know.
Wheel of life. You're toast!
You don't know what might happen. Ooh, your choppers. Go on.
Incoming.
Bag 'em. Tag 'em and bag 'em.
Out of the frying pan.
I don't know if that's going to help or not. I think fire on fire is probably not going to help, if anything.
Don't blink.
It'll make me more angry. Come on, Cody, don't die. Change.
Go. Sacred name.
Fortune preserver.
Boba, get them.
And this is going tits, this is.
Race you.
There you go. It's got to be this girl, hasn't it? It's got to be the old Electro against the fire flowers. Hey, Collie, come on. Oh, I got special charged and then I got killed. Because that thing bombing me from the outer range. It's annoying.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Everything dead. Come on. A bit disappointed we got Collie killed there. Just one of these things, isn't it? I've got like an ineffective character here. You know, fire's not good in this fight.
Wheel of life.
But you know, I keep using it.
Nowhere to hide.
5k, 6k, there you go. Right, next Gravekeeper's amazing. Let's not meet again, Vanagi. Let's go to Silapa next. We can enter Aranaya by playing. We're going to play the tune somewhere, and we're going somewhere else. Where are we going there? Alright, I'm going to heal up again before we go. I mean, I'm going to go and grab this chest, maybe. I don't want to mess with those fucking mushrooms in them. Can't be arsed with those mushrooms. I'm just going to kill these hilly-chills for this chest. I mean, it's just basically, you know the score. You can't leave hilly-chills in a chest in the wild, can you? It's just silly, isn't it? It's silly. So let's kill them. Because what are they doing?
Go.
Followed me out here on their holidays. It's just ridiculous. Can't have this going on. Although now I understand that they are humans that have been, through severe tragedy, turned into these horrible creatures, and they only wish to die. So I suppose I'm helping them in a way.
You give, you receive.
Right, good. Now let's teleport back to my new favourite teleporter. And heal up. Where have you gone? There you are. E-Colli's back. The reason that this is the cauliflower team is because Collie works well with fire and she works well with electricity. And obviously I've got other fire and electricity characters, but this is a cool one. And I like the way this spinning effect mirrors the boomerang. So this is my cauliflower team. But I could have Klee. I've got Klee. We've done a lot of running around with Klee. Could have Klee on. Just thought I'd vary it up, switch it up a bit. And we did invest a lot into this weapon, so not real money, free to play obviously, no money down. No, money down. We've not spent any money on Genshin Impact. Ever. Right, what's this now? We've helped, so where's the treasure? Oh, she's Paimon. There's not going to be any real treasure, is there? It's just going to be all this dicking around with these fucking pedos. Why isn't Paimon surprised at all? We were tricked. Do you think Aranaya had got any treasure? They use the word treasure like that, and they mean this, and some Nara are bad for treasures, whatever. Look, thanks to Gravekeeper and Paimon, we can enter by playing the tune, so... Play the rhythm of the Great Dream in front of Silap. Right. That's happened. Oh, now we're in... Oh, I mean, it's the same place. It looks like the same place, but... Paimon gets it. It feels different, does it? Does it, though? We need to get a Bija and help Rana. What's a Bija? They told me that before, but I forgot. This is the real Varanara. It's... Oh, to be more precise... It's Mahavanarana. Get fucked. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to mispronounce other words from other cultures. But, I mean, how many times... We usually don't use its full name because it's too long. Yeah, obviously. Land of Dreams, we'll call it. Where the researcher was. They had a dream. Are we in a dream now? It's a story from a long time ago. Something was destroyed in this dream. Interesting past. It's scary. Their stories, not memories. If you want to leave, then sing the rhythm of the dream in front of it and you return here. Come with me. We'll find you a way to get you a Bija. And I can't remember what a Bija is. But if I don't do this, then I can't do the next level on the fucking... Like, I can't do this. So I'm doing this. So whatever this is, I've got to do it. Head to the house and talk to Araja. There's nothing different. Oh no, it's just all these... Arinshat. Aranishat. It's just all these little chuffers are here, the little pedo men. Arisha. Arakanta. I don't know why you should trust them just because they've got these goofy looking grins on their faces. If anything, I find it creepy. Where am I supposed to be going then, you dickhead? That looked like Welling there, didn't it? No. Head to the house and talk to Raja. Arangula. Forget them. I'm not going to talk to any of them that I don't have to. They give me the creeps. I mean, what if you woke up and there was one of them in your room? You'd be like, what the fuck? Wouldn't you? You wouldn't be like, oh good. That's nice. You'd be like, what the fuck? Stood on the table then. Whoa, a Nara. I haven't seen one in so long. So tall and golden, just like he said. Welcome to... Well, it's us. Gravekeeper and Paimon, they're amazing. Yep, this is the big cheese. Amazing. Nara who used the tune to get into... Yeah. Anyway, get to the point, you big chuffer. What do you want? Their names are difficult. Maharavanarana... Oh, they know it. They know it's difficult. Mahavaнаранапана. Anyway, look. Let's get down to business, Gravekeeper. About Rana, we need a Bija. A Bija to help find a very important friend of Arana. So... You tell both people the reason for your request. I forgot what it was. This is taking ages. All these words. Gravekeeper and Paimon are friends with Arana. We're all going to do our bit. Something about... Hold the festival, but many Arana are still lingering in the forest. Now that you've got the scent of Arana, you'll be able to approach them, tell them it's time to return. Yay, festival at Sava. No, that's completely wrong. We don't have time for festivals. Arajana mentioned that Nara don't have much time. Shouldn't we get a Bija as soon as possible? According to the stories of the Bija, in order to perform a Bija that's healthy and strong and filled with energy, a festival is necessary. Regardless of the sorrow we carry, energy for the Bija can only be accumulated if the Nara friends of Nara in the Nara forest, the Nara celebrate the festival of Utsava together. I get it, alright, so come on, just get me onto it. What am I supposed to be doing? I've got to get some fruits from a tree. So, I'm going on an adventure to get fruits off a tree. Let's talk about it later. As long as it helps. So go to the mountain, look for Ararikan, And then help Arad Pandu in Apan Woods and Aranakin in Gander Hill. She doesn't like the names. She says they're difficult. So, an old notebook. Just, could you stop talking? Please stop talking now, you little fucking nut people. Right, head to the house. I've done that. 50 primos! For that? For that? I can do that again if you want. I'll go and talk to you again if you want. Do you want to talk again for 50 primos? Fucking hell. Does that mean I've done it now? Hang on. Hide in the bush. Look, Forest Ranger. Hide in the bush. Secret. Not as good as the ninja, but... does that mean that my book... What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? It's this fucking thing. Does it mean that I can now do this? Yes. Okay, good. So we don't have to finish this quest tonight. That's good, because I don't have shitloads of time. I keep swearing now. I'm under... You call them seed people. I mean, what? I call... my first guess is Kokiri. Like Kokiri. Like Zelda Kokiri. Yeah. Koroks. The little Koroks, aren't they? That's what they are. They probably have the character models in the engine somewhere. That they reverse engineered from Zelda. Like they're like Korok people, but yeah, like seed people like Koroks, but like they got a bit of forest vibe. It's all good. Maybe it's a more Japanese, Chinese, you know, cultural thought when you think about forest people. Like in the West, we think about little pixies and elves, maybe. You know, maybe in the Orient they think more of these style of people. Whatever, it's alright. It just, the thing that creeps me out about it is we had that whole quest with the kids, and the kids love them, and they're talking to the kids, and all. Like if you had, like, just because they got a big smile or they're little tiny nut people doesn't mean that they're safe around kids, does it? I think we should check them out. You know, we should give them a CRB check their criminal record before we let them hang out with the kids. That's all. I'm not saying they're definitely pedos, I just think they got that vibe. So, it's going to go around. No, he sleeps on this chair upstairs. Shit, that's a shit bed, isn't it? There's the throne anyway. I'm on the throne. Hey, I'm on the throne. Climb out the window. Don't mind if I do. I said climb out the window. And when I said climb out the window, I meant climb out the fucking... Get me out that window, you. Right, we're not climbing out the window then. Right, fine, I can't.
Speed of light.
Can I do that? No. I can't, I'm not allowed out the window, so... Just forget it. Forget the window. Get out, get off there. If anything, you shouldn't be messing around near the window, it's dangerous. So, the quickest form of books now, although the quest is out here, and I will go and just tag this. Oh, there's two of them. They've got little problems down here, side quests. Will I tag them? No, I can't be asked. The, look, they've got their own little problems, world quests. Fucking hell. The quickest way now for me to grab some books on today's stream is to do this. Event quests. What's this? Lost Riches. In the wilderness of Sumeru, a person named Ullman seems to be troubled by something. Oh, not more of this. There's another one. Only 14 days to do it, so I better hurry up. This has got 23 days. Grab these. There's no books there. No books for those. But I want to take pictures of Aranaya of 2 different colours and 3 different colours. That should be easy now, shouldn't it? So we can bang that out. And then I'm going to do some of these combat quests. And grab some books and upgrade a bit of... a few characters. Right, I'm here. There's no Aranaya. Where was he? I was just in his fucking house. Hang on, wait. I'm going back to the Aranaya. I forgot we should be taking pictures of things. There's one anyway, look. This is my first one. Need my special camera. Not that. Is it that? The exquisite camera? Yeah. There you go. Add your picture. Savage. Right, show me another Aranaya. Are they up here or are they not? Trees and dreams, go to the designated location. I'm not supposed to be messing around like this. I'm just looking for another Aranaya. Or two. They're going to be down in this glade, aren't they? I just walked past a load of them, didn't I? No, where did I just walk past them? And I said I didn't want to talk to any of them. They were down here. Should have took all of their photos, and now they've all gone. Fuck. Right, there's one. I'm not going to ask for your problems. I'm just going to... Done. There's the other one. You better be a different colour, you bad chuff. You're not an Aranaya, you're just a letterbox. Oh, don't start that. Messing around, Paimon. Paimon. No Aranaya, though. I need one more Aranaya. Paimon's talking, I'm ignoring her. All I'm doing is messing around trying to find an Aranaya. I'll tell you what, next time I see one, I'll shoot it with my camera. I won't. But there's one. Right, good, sorted. Save that one. Picture taking done. That should be complete with this. There you go. Lovely. And that should be everything in the event shop, shouldn't it? That should be all of this. Like, it's going to add up to all of this, isn't it? I don't know why I want this. In fact, I don't think I do want this, but I'm buying it. I've already done the main bit of this. And I've already built my dolls. So I don't know why I want any more. Right, that's all mine. And now author's credits. We're on to the author's credits. Everything. We're going to be buying everything. So I might as well have them all. I don't know in what order even. Just doesn't matter, does it? We've run out of monies. So the other thing that happens in this is these bosses. We've still got problems with this chicken. I've got problems with the chicken. I've done all the running about, but this stuff. That way. Let's go and do a couple of these. This is just easy books and Mora, and we can feed them to the characters. No doubt I'll need some chuffing. No doubt, I can't believe I'm not collecting that crystal stuff, but I've got a character on the set to do it and I can't be arsed. This, on the other hand, I will be collecting. Thank you very much. You've left your chest lying around. Sorry, my chest.
With sword comes shadow. Life goes on. Out of the front. Incoming.
I'm actually starting to lean on Kachinki as DPS. You know, this is the Cauliflower Squad, obviously. It's just like a special team for having a bit of fun. But I'm actually leaning on her for DPS. I quite like her playstyle. I like the swords.
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
I like the animation. I like the speed of it all. Need to get some bigger numbers going off. We haven't got very good artifacts on. I quite like her.
Go. Boba, get them.
Thank you.
Open sesame. Oh, now I'm hungry.
Challenge starts. Not even there. Right, here we go.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Eat this! Don't blink. Go! With sword comes shadow.
Easy life this is. They're just these mushroom things.
Life goes on.
And like, I'm not going to get killed against a mushroom, am I? So.
Don't blink.
You know, I've never been beaten by some mold.
Incoming. Hey!
That was a waste.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix. Oh. Don't blink. Just like we rehearsed. Nice and
You should
spicy.
throw something out there, Cloddy.
That really hurt. Don't blink. Hey! Hi!
Oh. Where is it, the chocolate? Alright, come on.
Wheel of life.
I'm not a big fan of fighting on these slopes, to be honest. But it is what it is in Sumeru, isn't it?
Cut to the chase.
4 of 12, and I'm supposed to be over here fighting these opponents, but I got dragged out over there.
Speed of light. Out of the frying. Don't blink. Speed of light. Hi.
Missed everything, colleague.
Income. Nice.
Now fighting up the slope's a bit of an issue as well, isn't it?
Life goes on. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Whoa. Hi. Boba, get them. Go.
And another one, 8 of 12.
Try this on for some. Out of the frying pan. Don't
Nice.
blink.
Smash it up.
Hey,
Sweet flower.
race you. Speed of light. Go. Wheel of life. Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Get dragged around when we're doing these fights on these slopes. Like these floaty mushroom enemies get bounced around and you end up slightly different positions than you think you're in. Although I am back in the centre now, like I could easily get dragged over there by those chuffers and I don't want to.
Don't blink. Boba, get them. Orders given.
Orders received.
Faster, life goes on. Incoming. Hey!
Hip, hip, hop, hip, and the hip, and the hop, and the hip, and the hop, and then the hip, hip, hop, and they don't stop. And then you keep it on to the bang, bang, boogie, and the bang, bang, boogie, and the beat. What you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. Challenge complete. And what's nice about that? Is it's straightforward, it's combat in the environment, and I imagine that all these increasing challenges on the Grave and Innocence path, haven't done them yet, but as you complete these, you get these books, you get this Mora, and there's like 5 of them, so there's quite a few, there's quite a few of these to gather, aren't there? And then you put them together, and then you might get enough for like Collie's Ascension, I'm thinking. And they're straightforward combat things out in the wild, which is quite fun. So, nothing wrong with this. going to bang on a few of these before we go. And then the next stream will be while I'm away, so it'll be from the new laptop. I might show you what we bought actually. We'll do the challenge and I'll show you what we bought laptop wise. I'm going to try and get a stream out of it tonight upstairs, but I'm just going to do it on the battery exhausted backup channel because
Nowhere to hide.
it's just going to be testing if it works really. And it's not going to have great... I'm not going to take microphone wise, which makes a big difference. I'm just going to take the cheap USB. But getting a audio interface for it would be an idea to take a better mic, but just for this next 4 days I'm just going to take the cheap USB. But I will be using my nice camera because I take that anyway. But I don't have the Elgato capture card which is built into the computer, so we'll just see, I just do a test. So it'll play the game, it will stream, but my image and my sound quality won't be as good. But it's no big deal. I can improve those things on the laptop. I can improve them, but why do I want to buy a second Elgato capture card just for 4 days? Do you know what I mean? It won't just be 4 days. I'll use it more in the future. In the long run, we'll improve the capture card and everything. I'm happy with the setup. I'm happy it's going to work. Four of 12. Oh, here they are. Here they are. All of them are back again.
Don't blink. Hey, cut to the chase. At the frying pan. Golden amber. Speed of light. I'll be fine.
Chuffing.
Eat this! Life goes on. Nice and spicy. Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
7 of 12, so that'll be 8 of 12.
Incoming.
Takes a little bit of time.
Got lucky
But Primo don't come for free, does it?
Go. I didn't feel that. Don't blink.
Shooting me, these chuffers.
At the frying pan, into the fire. Fly. Nowhere to hide.
Nice.
Incoming.
Like, Colin might not be hitting that hard, but the Dendro, like, obviously it's the new element and they want you to use it, don't they? So it's quite powerful, and getting it in the mix there when they all kick off together, it works quite nice, doesn't it?
Nice and spicy. Fly. Prize.
Make number go up.
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Incoming.
And so those two little things, just two little Graven Innocent runs, like, they do throw so much at you. Look, there's another one of those ticked off. Complete the wonderful fungi. We can move on to thieves and sellswords next. Just, they throw a little bit of stuff at you though, because that now in the event shop is more of this stuff. And in terms of books, like I didn't have any.
Procrastinating. Let's go.
Right, you didn't have. That's the wrong thing. I didn't have any when we started today's stream. No good books, and now we've got 10, so that's not bad. I'm going to make sure she hits the maximum. 80. She's ready to ascend. She's in a queue, a long queue. People waiting for gemstones, but it means we can keep. I'm trying to push all of them. So, Collie's next on my list of being pushed. Actually, cheeky. I'm going to push 5. And Wet Boy gets one. He's getting a book tax. Every time people are getting books, he's getting his little book tax. He's creeping up to 90. But she's gone up a couple of levels. By the time we've beaten up all that stuff, she'll be up to 50, 60. I'm feeling good about the team, feeling good about the levels and the ascension and stuff. It's taking a bit of time to get there. But it does, doesn't it? It just takes a bit of time. So, but we've got quite a lot of good characters at level or 80 or 90. So I've got my head in the way. Collie's not, she's 44 of 50, but 80 of 90, 80 of 80, 80 of 80, 84 of 90. Ooh. Hang on, this little chuffer only needs one more of those gemstones. 80 of 90 Gravekipper. Klee, 80 of 90. 80 of 80. 80 of 90. 70 of 80. And this is where we start getting these 70s. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All in line to come up to 80 of 80. And then next on the list, it's Barbara, it's Ningwang, it's Benny, it's Fischl, it's Shikonen in that order. And then maybe Toma and Kaya. But I feel so bad about those two. Kaya was just mean, don't like him. But Toma, I had to see him when I didn't want to see him. Kept pulling Tomas.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Oh, really? She's complaining now. If anything, she's complaining. What's next on my list of chuffing things? Where am I? Roaming the jungle, that's where I am. Thieves and Soul Swords, go to challenge, it's up there. We'll bash out a couple more of these and then I'll get off because, like I said, I've got to prepare for tomorrow's travel. And try and do a secret stream. On YouTube, I'm Ganji Kid. I've also got a channel called Battery Exhausted, an old channel. So I'm probably just going to stream on that tonight. Just playing a bit of Hearthstone, smoking. A little bit of cheeky chuffings in my upstairs room. It won't even be good quality stream because I'm not going to plug in at the wall or anything. I'm just going to, and I know the upstairs room gets bad quality Wi-Fi. It's like nearly the attic, so I know that's the case. But I just want to, you know, try using it like that.
Just like we rehearsed. Get to the chase.
Nice.
Out of the frying pan. Fly.
She gets to smash them up in the air as well, which is quite cool, isn't it? Toast! Like, these moves together seem to go nicely, don't they? That on the go.
Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
Smoosh 'em.
Incoming. Nice and spicy.
And some sort of achievement there. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Following orders.
Speed of light. Boba, get them. Life goes on. Hi. Don't blink. Hey. Cut to the chase. Ride this on for some. Nice and sweet.
Probably got killed then, didn't she?
Incoming.
New punch.
Orders given.
Orders received. Cody got a killer.
Speed of light. Hey. Boba, get them. Wow. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Eat this.
And that's everyone dead, isn't it? I always pop that last special when everyone's dead. Like, it's celebration. I know you're supposed to save it, but I just feel like, yeah, I knew they were all dead, weren't they? But... And that's worth more books. Books ahoy. Who was getting them next? It's Collie, isn't it? We're feeding Collie up. No? No more books. Oh, I have to collect them, don't I? From My Grave in Innocence, Roaming the Jungle. 2 more books. There's loads to do here, isn't there? There's fucking loads to do. And I'm glad that I'm just taking my time over it. You know, I've still got loads of story quests. You don't know how long I've been playing, but I really like they're making patch long bug ways. Give loads of stuff, but you don't feel rushed to do it. Yeah, that's it. You might rush. Exactly. I don't want to rush through it. I want to take my time. And for stream as well, I think I haven't even started on... I'm looking for the quests. I haven't really even started on the main Archon quest here. You and Paimon finally arrive at Sumeru City. Will we be able to get an audience with the Dendro Archon? You know, I've only just got to Sumeru, Chapter 3, Act 1. And then I left it aside and said, well, you know, the stream's not really busy with the story mode because I think people want to see it themselves for their own gameplay, or maybe they're watching their big streamers, favourite streamers do it, whatever. I can leave that, and then actually people like it to see it again through someone else's eyes, don't they? How do you encounter these things, and what do you think about this? And people actually help me. They say things like, oh, you know, over here was a bit confusing, but I think you need to go here, and like, you know, stuff like that. It's cool. So I'm happy to just let that, you know, take. I don't have to beat it all on day one, yeah. And the way they eke out, it's a bit of a worry sometimes for me, right, is that I don't like to be under time pressure. So saying 14 days, I do feel time pressure. You're right, you know, you jumped into the Aran quest because naturally in the flow, yeah, they mix them through as well, don't they, in a good way. But these event quests, I have missed some since I started playing, simply because when I started playing, I couldn't even begin to think what an event was. And I missed all the chasm stuff because... I wasn't down the chasm enough, didn't go down there, so I couldn't do it. But you know, if I was, let's say I was going on a week's holiday now, or 2 weeks holiday, like, or 2 weeks of work or whatever, that lost riches might be gone, might miss it. Like, it feels like these things, maybe if you miss them, can't you just like leave them in the game for me? Why do they have to go away? Like Immonactrite Keep and all that's gone. Someone who starts the game right today, they can't get their official, they can't go to Immonactrite Keep, can they not? I mean, I know that you've got lots of new stuff happening all the time, but shouldn't there just be like a menu here with like old events, and you can say you want to play the old event, and you know it's still there on the server in some way, or downloadable or whatever, and you know you can just go and quietly play your old event, get a few rewards. Like, it's still time that it's going to take, so it's not like someone's going to get, oh, it's not fair because they're going to get 1 million rewards. Well, they've still got to take their time to do it. So, but the fact that it's gone forever, I don't like the worry of missing it, miss out sort of thing. On a patch long event, you can probably get into being able to play a bit, even if you fresh start. Yeah, it's true. And it's not a bad thing. Like there's loads of it's like there's a constant stream of seasonal different content. You know, I wouldn't expect the restaurant to always serve the same menu. And you know, now that thing that I like on the menu is gone, I can't have it again. That's not fair. Like, change is good. You got to roll with the flow. You know, you got to go with the flow and keep with the times. Like, it's okay. It is partly done to keep you coming back every day. You know, to make you feel like, but there's this funny balance. A really strange balance, because you're saying, oh, it's bad because there's loads of content, I have to keep coming and doing it, I have to keep coming and playing the game that I love, like they put loads of content in for me. Well, that's good, isn't it? If they weren't doing that, you'd complain they're not putting enough content in. But now here's me complaining that I miss some content because I'm not committed enough, or that I don't have enough hours in the day, or might have to go somewhere and do something. Well, it's just how it is, I suppose. Take the good with the smooth, you know, the rough with the smooth, take the good with the bad. I actually think I've never, even online games, and I haven't played loads of them, I've not been a big MMO player or anything, but I've never played any, like, I used to play Hearthstone, and like Hearthstone was like doing its little events every now and then. They're not fucking nothing like this. This is constant, it's like constantly updating you with loads of new good stuff to do, like loads of it. Every area, every place, it helps you to explore it, it helps you to understand it, it's well written. it's like a new game thrown out. Like the game itself is one. We've talked about this before on stream about how this is not like other games because it's like a 4-year process, like ever evolving online. But events like this, like some of the they put like Guitar Hero in, didn't they, with the lyre and with the drum? Like they've got it's almost like an entire game in itself. And like you'd call this DLC for another game, they just throw it out there for free for a month, and then it's, you know, enjoy it, have some fun. It's gone. Like we're absolutely spoiled with the continually fresh, and a month is long enough to be continually fresh. Like 23 days, if it's, you know, if I hammered it in the first 2 days, I'd probably get it all done in 2 days, and then it's done. But now there's another thing as well. So I think they put it out at about the right pace. Like you like modes like Wind Trace, playing Hunger and Rabbits for the players, comes for a few weeks, and it's one of the best events. I've never seen that one yet, you see. But if it was permanent, I doubt people would like it nearly as much because they'd burn out the same. Maybe, yeah. I think what I find is it's a shame to do something that's so good and fun, and then say, right, well, that could be there forever, but fuck it, we're taking it away from you now. But I like it. Why can't I just have it for a bit? Why take it away? It's maybe they'd run out of space on the server or something. But and they're not, like, as a new player, like you've described something cool there, and I can't access it. So some of these things in other games become games. Like Fortnite was a mode in, like the Battle Royale was a mode in the Fortnite game, and it became a game in its own right. So rather than taking them away, right, they should make them games in their own right, available to the audience in a smaller, more niche setting. Like maybe it doesn't exist on the main server, but if you want to play that Genshin Impact game, that, you know, that event that you missed, maybe there's, like I said, a menu here where you can access the events. Maybe you have to go in through a special teleporter, like the Teapot, you know, a special realm where you can access other events and co-op with your mates one of the old events. Maybe for the first time you do it, you get the rewards. And maybe, you know, new players would like look at this whole, like the Abyss is like this whole extra thing stuck on the side for fun. Like, give me some of that in the end game, and event end game, like endless event end game. Add it onto the list. Add it onto the list. Put it, like, imagine the list that would the length of that list, how it would be, how cool it would be. And in the same way as you've got like a boss like Child, and he's there forever, and you keep going, and like we could have the Imanaktrike you know, event boss always there on this event list, and that would be fun, wouldn't it? Like, I just think it'd be great. So like, maybe you couldn't fit it all on the big server, but then this is a really big project with loads of space, so maybe they could. And also, if you couldn't, then just like make it separate, separate downloads. Then you could just remove it, revive events with separate downloads, like DLC, but like make it like, as an individual player, I don't have it all, but if I want to choose that event and say, look, we're going to go back to Imanak, right, I'll press download and it will download it for me. And then if I want to download a different one, maybe it has to wipe in Imanaktrike and I download a different one. Whatever they have to do. The other way to do it is just throw loads of money at it and increase the server space and just keep them all on there. And I think that's the better way to do it. You could keep it separate from the main game so it doesn't like fuck the main game. I think the problem they'd be worried about as well is that either spaghetti code of having too much stuff going on in the game all at once, so therefore maybe keep it separate. And then the other thing is maybe they'd think that you'd overload yourself, like, oh, I can go and do all these events all in one weekend, and then I can get loads of primos, and like, actually you're supposed to eke out the primos over time, because if I get too many all at once, I can get too much stuff all at once. But really, like I said, in order to do the events, you have to take time. So, you know, I think that'd be okay as well. Maybe it'd work. I think we should at least have some sort of access to some of the more important lore points, and more like, they took time to develop and create some of these events, and some of them were really good with really satisfying mechanics and interesting ideas, and to just bin it off at the end and throw it in the bin is fucking ridiculous to me. It seems savage. Like, and he's massive space on the phone, so maybe it's size, so you know, again, maybe it has to be optional then, but to say that some people might not be able to fit it on their phone, therefore we shouldn't have it, oh no, Like, it should be just there as a, you know, if you want to get into these events, maybe you have to choose which one you choose on your phone. You can't have all of them. But yeah, it should be there as a list. And anything that's really good and really popular, like Dota, or was it Dota that was a side thing and became a game in its own right as well? Sometimes you can create a game in its own right out of a side project. And like Hearthstone is supposed to exist in the World of Warcraft world. So, you know, you could even then what you're saying is, now that you've got a menu for, now that we're saying you've got a menu for events of the past, yeah, you could even open up, like, this is a fishing game, isn't it? I've not done it because I don't want to do fishing because I'm vegan, but that's a fishing game. Maybe you can then say to a team, because you're talking about these people with this huge budget making this huge game, this really big 4-year project, the most expensive game ever made. So the idea that you might throw a bit of money at something and have a go at something a bit niche or a bit diverse as part of the process isn't an issue. It's no problem. So throw a bit of money and say, look, the fishing game, well, not for me, I don't like the fishing game, but the fishing game, we're going to turn this into its own game outright. You know, this is going to now branch out from Genshin Impact, and it's going to exist in the Genshin Impact universe, and on the launcher you can either launch Genshin Impact or you can launch fishing game, and then we can start to fill out a bigger fishing game, and it can have its own, like Hearthstone's got its own monetization and whatever, hasn't it? So, you know, that might even take off and be popular, and it might be popular in a different way or an additional way or whatever. It doesn't have to be just the fishing game, it could be any event or any different idea. Guitar Hero on that drum and with the lyre. You know, you could make your own Genshin Impact Guitar Hero side project, and it could just exist. It doesn't have to be like Genshin makes so much money that, you know, another, again, not within the Genshin game but in the universe. So it became so popular, we tried it as an event and it was so popular that we made our own little game out of it. And then, you know, you go on the launcher and you can play Genshin Guitar Hero, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I think that would actually work. Like, Teapot Furniture Limited is for mobile. Yeah, so all mobile, right? So, yeah, so then, again, separate them out into their own separate little games then. Try them as events, and then on the launcher, you might have to have it, you know, on the launcher. If you want to download event game A, B, C, D, if you want to download Imanactrike, have it as a separate thing, and then send your rewards over to main Genshin when you get them. It could work. I mean, I'm just throwing out ideas, but what they really should say is, they, with all their money and all their teams, they're making these decisions deliberately, I'm sure. So I know that they know that the events disappear, and that's a shame, and they're doing it deliberately. But what they should do is they should have a little, you know, a little gang. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Right, good. They should have a little team, oh shit, of, they should have a little, oh, he's killed me.
Life goes on. Speed of light.
They should have a little team of people working on the question of, oh, she's dead. No, I can't do this with her. Can't do this with her. I've walked into this thinking I'll just have a pop at it, but Collie's down, and there's no way, she's too feeble. I want a full squad for that. I'm just going to mark it as a little challenge. Yeah, like, they've got a lot of money, they've got a lot of developers and all that. Just put a team together, and the team is tasked with keeping the events alive. If you come to the game as a new player, how do you access this huge raft of content? I don't like the word raft in this context, but this huge wealth of content that we're leaving essentially to rot. It's been written, it's been coded, it works, it's part of the game. People have enjoyed it. We've got a measure of how much they've enjoyed it, which ones were good and bad, and you know, we could even charge people money for accessing it. Both Albedo events, and I think I missed them as well. I've only been playing for a couple of months. Not a Chinese spy sign, but and fundamental for the lore. Yeah, the event of patch 1 was fundamental for the lore. So they're definitely they've got some, like, there's some clear flag markers here, aren't there? I want the primos, I want the characters, but I also want to see the lore, and I want access to the enjoyment and the fun. And it's happened and I've missed it, but it doesn't have to mean it's gone forever. And in most games, it's not gone forever. So it's a feature of this not a bug. It's a deliberate choice. And I think they should just put a little team together and say, how can we open up access to that past content? I think it would mean... Because remember, we're almost 2 years into this, aren't we? And there's another 2 years to go. So, like, next year, there's going to be a lot of people joining in that won't... Like, there'll be even more that they miss. So you're better getting on this quick and then getting it out there so that, like, as a new player, and we want to welcome as many new players as possible. So make it so welcoming that, hey, did you know that in your own time, as you see fit, you've got all these events to do? What do you mean? Or, like, when they discover that menu, do you know what I mean? Maybe you unlock it after you've done Mondstadt. Or, do you know what I mean? Maybe you unlock it in some way after you've completed the Spiral Abyss. And then when you see it, you're going to think, fuck yeah. That's so cool. Look at all these events. And in your own time, just like those story quests, like, you'll be able to pop loads of those off, won't you? Talking to Spiral Abyss, I'm not up to this right now, but I just wanted to see where we're at with it. Just replay the events, but change the primos or more XP. Yeah, there will be some people who think it's a bit of a cop out to, you know, and also they've got so much new events like coming that they, if they put it in the game like today, oh, we're going to replay him and act right keep for you, then I suppose you could put it alongside the current content, couldn't you? You could put it alongside it, and those who hadn't done it would have the option. But I think the issue would be that. What was I saying? There will be people who are looking for new events and are complaining that you're doing replays. Oh, I don't like replays. You know, they're replaying that again. Boring. And because there's so much new content to keep up with. I mean, maybe this is why they decided to just let it go, actually, because there's so much new content to keep up with. Even if they did offer you old events, when are you going to play it? Because the current events are keeping you busy. But I just think it's a shame they're gone, isn't it? What's going on here now? Locked. I'm not even worried. I'm missing, you know, Abyss primos, but I don't think I'm powerful enough to smash level 12 yet, so not even too worried about that. But how are we doing on our primo grind? 14,935. It would have been nice to see 15 today, but we're getting there. 14,000, nearly 15,000 with 14 primo special wishes on order. So we're getting there with that. We're getting there. We're waiting for the banner that we want. We've got 2 of these, but lo and behold, yesterday we got a Benny. The day before we got a Benny. So I can't expect anything good, but let's pop them. Streamer luck now, come on. Show me that crappy bow. Thanks. Streamer luck now then. Show me that crappy book. Crappy sword. They do pack the schedule pretty tightly, don't they? It's just, for me, it's a matter of past content that I feel I missed. In Hearthstone, they've got past adventures, and I actually bought them. I paid money for them. There were some cards there that I wanted, but it was more about the actual fun adventures, playing the Naxxramas thing. And that was value to me. I was happy to buy it. It was player versus environmental campaign.
Make my escape.
And I did it in my own time, and actually it was time off the ladder grind. So I just found it in my own time was really enjoyable to play those adventures, and I was prepared to pay for them. So I'd actually, like, if you told me it was a microtransaction sort of thing, like, you know, let's say I missed him and Actrike, and I'm a new player, but if I want to buy him an Actrike, including Fischl, bear in mind she comes with it, so if I want to buy that for like £6, I'd do it. I think that'd be alright. Up to about $10 for an event like that. You get all the content, you get all the chests. You can do it in your own time. You get Fischl. That's worth money, and they're on for making money. It's not just the gacha, is it? They wouldn't mind making money. They sell costumes in the shop, so selling events like that in the shop, and maybe it can vary. Maybe it can still rotate around, but you know that if you wait a year, you'll see all the events. You know what I mean? Like, it's a way of keeping that old content available to new players, and even make it, I'm not suggesting it, I'd rather they didn't charge, I'd rather they did it for free, but you know, you could put it in the shop, couldn't you? So we are going to be well entertained for the next 5 months. You're right, that's true. See a region with a lot of content. Yeah, that's true, you're right as well. These points are valid and well made in chat here, that we're going to see a lot of content. So I'm not complaining about the lack of content at all. Like, there is no lack of content. It's if anything, too much content. You can't complain at too much content. I was saying it disappears. I don't want it to disappear. Don't let it don't disappear on me. I'll take it away. Let me enjoy it. Let me have fun. There's some of these. Not those. There's some of these. Is it Outrealm? No, that's the co-op thing. There's a set of I thought there was a set of rewards available. Maybe they've turned it off now. It's gone, and I didn't get any of them because I wasn't able to do any of it because it was an event thing or a land that I hadn't visited or something like that. I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. So I've got Genshin Impact on this laptop. Check this out. This is mainly thanks to Snips. He's mainly paid for this. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Tell you what I got. I got an Asus Tough Gaming F15. Intel i7 11800H. I've only gone for 512 gig storage, and it's got the I can't remember the number, 60 something 60 graphics, hasn't it? Where's the thing with the graphics? It should say the graphics on it. Shows how much I know. That was 850 quid. And so I've got that so that when I'm away, it will run Genshin and OBS. Might be using the crappy webcam, might be using the crappy microphone, but I'll be able to run a stream while we're away. So it won't be as nice as all this, but I'll be running the streams, don't worry. And of course, you need to play Genshin on the fly, don't you? You certainly do. So that's going to be on the cards. So now what I'm going to do... What's going on here? Claim. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend my resin. I'm probably going to, if I can condense it, I probably won't be able to condense it. See what I can do about this resin, and then I'm going to get off, eat some food, make sure I've got everything packed up for travel tomorrow, and then the last thing I'm going to do tonight is run a stream with the laptop, hopefully with this camera and with this light, and hopefully in a different room. And it won't work, I won't necessarily plug it in at the wall. I'm not concerned if it goes glitchy, and you know, it's a test. I've got a big long wire to plug it in at the wall, but I want to just see it, you know, as a test. So it'll be lo-fi. I've got these other YouTube channels. So Firefox, man, you're not doing this to me again, are you? Why is it doing that to me again? There you go.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in then up.
Right, so I've got these other YouTube channels, like I am Ganji Kid on YouTube. It makes sense, doesn't it? I was drinking a lot. Makes sense. 250 subs. Yes, that's going up. Good. And then I've also got old YouTube channels. So, like, if you check on this where it says channels, I've got True Binaural and ASMR. That's my ASMR channel. Got that. 13.6k subs. It's not so bad, is it? And then it used to have 25, but it went down because I stopped. And then Battery Exhausted. This has still got 1.13k subs. I don't think if I upload a video, 1,000 people are going to watch on this. It's my old channel, and it's a bit of a mess. I used to do vegan videos. I used to do edits and stuff, and strongmanning bits and pieces, whatever. Like, I've done some edits. Then I started uploading our stream stuff here, and I need to could tidy this up. I need to bin off all the stream edits that I did, because I put them on a different channel eventually. So I need to like spend some time dealing with this, tidying up this channel again, so it goes back to being more what it was.
Surely I should be doing
A vegan grunge vlog, a sort of backstage vlog. I talk about veganism a lot, I do some edits, and it was the backstage for my ASMR channel, so it's not so bad. It's a bit of a mess. Anyway, that's the channel that I'm going to stream on tonight, I think, because it's just going to be a rubbish, you know, Hearthstone stream maybe, just to see it working. Hello, Riding Impact. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. How's it going for you? It's going alright, yeah. It's going alright. It's going good. I'd encourage you to check out. We've got to add another channel here. We've got to add another one here. You got a video? Yeah, go on then. You can't put it in chat though. How are you going to get this to me? There's two more methods of you can tweet me on @InformalFilms. @InformalFilms. Or I can get you the Discord. Do you know what? How do I get Discord? I'm looking at the, there it is, open Discord. If it asks me to sign in, I won't be able to do it. Because I don't remember the passwords. Please log in again. Right, log in, email or phone number. Right, I'll put my email in, password. No. Password. Two-factor. Enter Discord authorization backup code. Receive authorization code from SMS.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Jesus Christ, man. 745. Okay, that should get me in. You'll whisper on Twitch. Twitch, you could just... Twitch. That's Twitch, that's what we're using now.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Alright, whispers. Okay, sorry, yeah, okay, I've got you now. Two different videos or one video?
I am Leonidas. Those I trusted the most threw me off a cliff.
Okay, so...
That's Bellula. I like Bellula. And is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Okay, we'll finish off by having a look at this video tonight then, since it's requested. Absolutely, I'll do that. I was just going to get off really, but let's have a quick look at this then. I'll try not to overdo it though. And now I've opened up the fucking... What I'm going to try and do is invite you to my... It says I'm live on Twitch. I am live on Twitch. Stream server, right? It's the first time I've opened it for a while. People have been talking in it, so there's a video for me to look at. Invite people. I'm going to use copy button. Send a server invite to a friend. Copy. Right, I'm going to pop this in chat for you as well. People only get this if they've donated, but you get that now. Secret. There you go. Kept it secret. There it is in chat. And now I'm going to close Discord again, because fuck Discord, I can't keep up with too many things all at once. Got Twitter open as well, which I want to bin off. And now we're here. Yes. Alright. Bellula.
Sony have obviously been leading the charge with game pricing. I mean, man, for us it's 70 quid for a game. That's really pretty expensive. Or at least it feels very expensive. Well, Sony have ignited a new chapter in this debate by having The Last of Us remake again, the new one.
Before you start, I actually heard how much this costs. As much as a AAA title, they can fucking stuff that up their arse. I give no fucks about how many people have to work on a team to remaster it, have to do this, have to do... Oh, people have got a Wii. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you factor that into your business plan and you say, how much are we prepared to charge people? And if you're going to start with the business plan, we're going to charge people fucking 80 quid for this, then you've started on a shit business plan. I just think it's ridiculous.
which, because of course, The Last of Us, it came out in 2013. I really enjoyed that game. Many people fell in love with it.
And I'll tell you what, I don't even like The Last of Us. I bought The Last of Us 2 to play when I very first started streaming. Ganji Kid YouTube. We're going to add another channel to this soon, a music one. Ganji Kid YouTube, home. I remember exactly, but videos sort by oldest. I'm pretty sure one of the first games we actually played on the PlayStation that I got was Last of Us. We did Journey of the Broken Circle. Did I even upload it? There's Fallout. There, The Last of Us. I played Last of Us 2 there. 1 and 2. I only played it for 2 episodes because I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. It was like slow paced with all the talking, and then I was third person. I have to sneak around all these zombies and sneak around, and like and it was one of these where you get a little set. Like, I'm in this room, I sneak around, I fuck it up, I get killed, I go back to the start of the room. And then I'd sneak around, fuck it, I go back to the start of the room, and it's like a little puzzle, and eventually I'll figure it out and get my route, but I can't be asked to do it over and over again. Leave me alone. I just didn't like it.
Then The Last of Us Remastered came out in 2014, and while some people kind of looked at that and thought, oh, that's a bit sketch, a lot of us at least kind of saw, okay, this was like a generation swan song game. Let's let the thing breathe with the new power of the new PlayStation, and if somebody has a new console, this game, it makes sense to get this game. It's a good entry point.
Especially when Sony aren't doing backwards compatibility as a point of principle, so they get to sell you the...
I'd say what's another really important point is it's okay to remaster things, yeah, right? I mean, I'm not going to listen to the whole video because I think I'd say what, it looks like they're asking some really interesting questions. What is the value of a game? That's a different conversation that I would actually like to have. But for this specifically about the Last of Us, if you're happy with this specifically about The Last of Us, I've got some other things that, other companies will follow the same. As soon as you've broken that barrier, it's like you never go back. It's like petrol pricing. Something else that annoys me about it, though, is that we're talking about a game that was out like in the recent times on a recent machine, that if you own that game, you can probably just still play it, can't you, on your new console? It's probably, is it backwards compatible? Let me just find out. Last of Us backwards compatible. Naughty Dog backwards compatible. So you don't need to fucking... Oh, the remaster is backwards compatible. Hang on, what are we talking about now? Are we talking about they're remastering a remaster? Because as far this is the one I bought, isn't it? The remastered hits. But we're not talking about this one, are we? Because this was 2021. This is the second remaster. So it's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Like, they took the phrase cash grab is bandied around, and then people say, oh, cash grab's silly because everything's a cash grab. Everything's a cash grab. But what cash grab actually means is going above and beyond the normal status of, I've got a product on offer, there's a reasonable value transaction available to you. Do you want to have that value transaction? And instead, like, really milking it, really flogging the dead horse, cash grab. And clearly this is that, isn't it? But in other ways, I'll tell you what's even more disgusting for me, like I said, is it's unnecessary, because you've already got a remaster that is backwards compatible. So it's unnecessary. I'd say it's probably good to remaster a game that, like, Fight Night Champion's a good example. Fight Night Champion, actually, I think it's a really good example. I've bought 2 copies of this on the Xbox 360, and apparently it's backwards compatible. And apparently they do a new one for the Xbox One, but it's a download code, and I still haven't managed to get it and make it work. But that was a really fucking good game, and if you've got a copy of it now, you're lucky if the disc still works and isn't scratched. Like, I've got 2 copies of those discs in that other room too, and they just say, oh, sorry, can't read the disc. Sorry, not having that. Like, that was a brilliant game. Remaster that, put new boxes in. It's really difficult with boxes because, of course, you've got licenses to worry about and all that. But do you know what I mean? Remaster that, modernise it, make it true to the old... Oh, it'd be brilliant. It deserves it. It requires it. It was a brilliant game, and we can't play it anymore, really. Although you can, because there's an online version and it's the old... But, remaster that. But, like, with something that's within 10 years old and doesn't require remastering in any way... It's irrelevant. And I'll tell you what's so egregious is that these resources that are being spent on this are not being spent on something else. So instead of the new cool thing that we could be getting, or the next step in whatever series, or even a remaster of something that really would, Final Fantasy VII remake there suggested in chat. Yeah, and the original doesn't even look bad. Like, what's the difference? You're remastering something that was already HD. So go back and remaster things that deserve it, that require it. Like Ocarina of Time, arguably, don't change it, but, you know, improve it or whatever. You know, like, remaster something that requires it or is being lost. But, like, when there's no point to remastering it other than it's going to look a little bit nicer, and it already looked nice, it seems like a waste of resource and opportunity, because you're missing the opportunity to do something else.
Have to do as we move forward in this video.
Effectively, what we're trying to do here is not put an end to it, because there's no way you can put an end to such a discussion, or we have such grand ambition. But it's like there's a lot of talk about game prices, and it's, to put it lightly, it's not always very nuanced. Obviously, consumers are on the side of course, these are too expensive.
We want things cheaper, and we don't understand that there's businesses to run and people to pay and coders to code, and, you know, I get it. You know, I see the questions. I've spoken to publishers. I've made a film about indie game publishing and development, so I've spoken to people like that, and they actually said that they think that you don't have to be a starving artist. You can get paid for your work, but at the same time, you don't have to rip off the customers. And these days, because we're in a digital world, it used to be the fact that you'd have to get a license to put your game on Nintendo, and you'd have to get a Nintendo cartridge made, and some of the money you made went to Nintendo, and some of it went to making the cartridge, and then you had to put those cartridges in shops, so the shops have to take a cut. Forget all that. You're online on the fucking Xbox marketplace. So no one can possibly argue that, you know, inflation and costs, and you had all those same costs back then, didn't you? But you had to actually produce a physical cartridge. These days, it's like you're producing, so it's like it's the I don't want to say you're printing money, but do you know what I mean? It's the closest thing to printing money, is sitting there in a room typing on the keyboard, and at the end of it you've got your product on the computer that you've made, and you don't even have to leave the keyboard to get it out there in the world and start making the money. So there's a lot of costs that aren't incurred. As time goes on, the ability to produce these things becomes easier and cheaper. The workforce becomes more, imagine the people that you could draw from. If you're trying to hire a coder 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, each 10-year step, you're going to be hiring someone that's fucking 10 years less good, out of date. Do you know what I mean? These days, the young people that are coming into coding, that are learning things, that are available to be hired in the workforce, are really fucking good. And the stuff they're coding on and the technology they're using is really fucking good. So, if you're producing this software, it's easier, it's cheaper, it's better. I don't think it's fair to sort of argue that, you know, we're going to need to keep putting the prices up because costs go up for us. You didn't put the prices down when suddenly it was digital. I find it, I'm not there in the boardroom meeting. I don't know how much money is going back and forth in these different ways, and I don't know how much you need to survive and where the cut goes and all that, do I? I don't know when it's on the Xbox marketplace who gets the big cut and all this. Maybe we should talk to some developers on, you know, I can actually get some developers on this channel to talk to them, so I probably should do that in the future. That's something on the list. But my gut instinct is that back in the day I was prepared to pay £40 for a AAA title, and today I'm not prepared to pay £100. No way. £40 is, you know, you're taking away the fact that I'm getting it on cartridge, you're taking away the fact that it's licensed to Nintendo, you're taking these things away and you're substituting them with it's digital, it's online, it's downloadable. So you're not going to say, the costs have had to go up, inflation has had to go up. Yeah, but your costs have come down, and there's other economic reasons, like the amount of time it would have taken you to code a game in the past. Maybe it's about, I don't know if it's the same or different or larger or smaller, but these days you've got tools that do things for you. So you know, it's become easier in some ways. So it cannot be argued that you could say it costs more. If anything, you need to be able to see the books, don't you? You need to be able to see who's making the money at Microsoft, who's making the money at PlayStation, where the money goes. I don't mind giving an extra £2.50 to a developer, but I do mind giving an extra £2.50 to somebody that's just getting the money on license, or is director of a company or something and is making a bit more profit. It seems silly to me. If anything, we're in an age of free games. So this is something really important as well, is that the marketplace has shifted. So if anything, I know it's in the today's day and age right now, you can release your £70 remaster and make a bit of money because some people are going to buy it. And it probably doesn't take much skin off your nose if it doesn't go well, because, you know, it didn't cost you loads to produce. You're making money hand over fist. So the other thing is, though, that your competition are offering, like we're playing Genshin Impact today, and it's free, and all those events are free, and you're in a new world where I wouldn't have played Genshin Impact because the bad rep it had in the press. But, you know, give it 5 years. Who are you selling this Last of Us Remake to? Who are you selling it to? Because the younger audience who didn't play the original, they're playing Fortnite and Genshin Impact, and they're playing it for free. So they're not interested in paying $70 for the remake. The older generation who did play it have actually played it and still got it on disc and can put it in the machine now and play it again. So are probably less interested in paying $70 for the remake. I think the only thing, right, the PS5 is $800 in itself. There you go, you see. Fucking hell. And they used to put those out for free, like almost free. The reason we used to, they were cheap comparatively, like a games console. I bought an Xbox for 300 quid. I had a good day at work. I was a hairdresser. I'm taking cash. One of my peers, all these people coming in for this other hairdresser, and he'd gone on holiday, so I did all his clients as well. So I did 2 sets of clients in a day, and I took this cash. I had this pocket of cash on the way home, and I walked past Blockbuster Video Hire, honestly, Video Hire, and there was an Xbox bundle with FIFA. Oh, I fucking love FIFA. Xbox 360, and I said to myself, you know what, I can treat myself. Bought myself an Xbox on the spot with cash, 300 quid in the bundle, 300. Like, they gave them away at cost price because you buy the games. So the Xbox is basically cost price. It's supposed to be an expensive item. It's not supposed to be an expensive item. You're supposed to make the money back on all those games that you sell. And these days, I mean, 800 quid, fucking hell, just to have the privilege to buy the games. When you can get free games on your phone that are... I can't play other games because Genshin's taken up all my goddamn time. So the marketplace has changed. And maybe this is the last squeeze of the lemon for these people. I can say something in favour of what they're doing, though. I can say one thing in favour of what they're doing, which is Last of Us review. I want to get a review, but I want to get a review from like, not a gaming review, from a wider point of view. Maybe if I could find it on I mean, there's obviously a lot of gaming reviews, aren't there? But maybe if I could find it, review I can't spell Guardian, which is ironic because the Guardian had... Look, here's The Last of Us in The Guardian, 5 stars. Like, it's in mainstream media, and what they're going to say about it is it's a really good fun game. They're going to, like, gaming, whatever, but they're also going to talk about I'm hoping at some point, visually arresting, mechanically solid, maturely written, heart-rending, tense, unnerving, brutal. Do you remember Last of Us was it was considered to be a more cinematic, a more well-written story, wasn't it? It was considered to be like a moment in gaming when storytelling and cinema, like the ability of the machine to tell this story, you know, the graphics, the gameplay, all of it came together. It was like a flag in the map moment in a way, where you could say, you know, this was more than just a normal video game. It's more than just killing zombies. It's got this important story. People became invested in the story. And at the same time, I think you were talking about things like Game of Thrones, or another better example would be, what was the zombie one that people like? Walking Dead. You know, The Walking Dead. It had a bit of a cult feel to it, you know, a bit of a following like The Walking Dead. Last of Us PS3 gives us a lot of memories. See, there you go. It was a moment in gaming, wasn't it? Because before then, you did have good games with good stories. You did. It wasn't the best story ever. It wasn't the only one with the story. It wasn't, but it was a moment in gaming where you could say these things have come together in one package that an outsider that is not a normal, and we talked about this on a different video, whether, you know, you're a gamer or you're a human or a gamer, but an outsider that is not consuming gaming media at that moment, Let's just say that, because I think we're all gamers, and it just sometimes it's taken some time for the gaming market to open up to a wider range of people. But when it did, like with the Wii, more people got involved. But you know, The Last of Us could be argued to be a piece of media like for a generation that marked a moment in gaming itself. Storytelling, you know, 5 stars, have a BAFTA. Do you know what I mean? Have an award. Have an award. It was that sort of thing, wasn't it? So for that reason, and for that reason alone, like if you're talking about films, like, you know, if you're talking about a film like Alien's got a director's cut, hasn't it? Like the film Alien. Let me just get an image. It's got a theatrical cut and a director's cut. 5-disc special edition. You're not going to stop doing this, are you? Like, this isn't going to stop happening. Special editions, director's cuts, and remasters. And so, in a way, The Last of Us has entered into this realm. I think that's what they're trying to do, marketing-wise, to push it in that realm. And if you can put your game in this world, where every 5 years, 10 years, we get, you know, when DVDs were the new thing, we got a new DVD cut, and when 4K, we've got to have a 4K version, and when Blu-rays came out, you need a Blu-ray version. You've probably had a 3D version. You've had the director's cut, you've had the theatrical cut, you've had the director's theatrical cut, and you've had the director's extended cut, and you've had the, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can keep selling the same film over and over again, can't you? And they did it with all the media, didn't they? They did it with, like, you bought the tape, the cassette tape, then you bought the CD, and once you bought the CD, you go to buy it again on the internet. Can I not show you that I've got the CD? Can I not prove it with the barcode, and then you can just let me download the music? No, sorry, you got to buy it again. Like, it's quite nice if they can keep doing that for the people that said it. But there is also an argument that really high quality media deserves to be remastered or made. It's hard, like, remastered's just the word, but what I'm saying is bringing it up to today's clarity, if anything. That's what I'm saying, isn't it? On screen clarity, because back then the original film, and I know this about films because Tiny Picture is ironic because of what I'm about to say, is that films back then, they shoot them on cinematography cameras, and before it was digital, these film cameras, they're shooting on actually quite big film reel, and that film at the time, when you show it in the theatre, would have looked quite good quality. The recording of it, the actual recorded quality reels, would actually be quite good quality. And when we eventually get it on television and on video cassette, it goes down to 720p and worse, doesn't it? 480p. But the actual original reel is better than 4K, probably better than 4K. So these films are able to be remastered in 4K because the original reels, you can literally, you know, take the original media and it's shot at a very high quality, not frame rate, but very high quality resolution. That was cinematography for you. So, you know, it's worth renovating these films, making them what they would have looked like, making them as good as they could possibly be seen, and to help them stand up to today's media that is shot in those higher quality resolutions. So for that reason, something as beloved as The Last of Us, I mean, I'm not big on The Last of Us, it's not my favourite thing, it's definitely not my favourite, but I can understand now more in that context. So I'm giving an argument for both sides in a way. I'm not defending the industry. You heard me slate it, but because it's considered to be a bit of a classic, I think most of the classics, and that's what I was saying as well, other games should get this treatment. If you're going to do this for this, you know, where's my Fallout Vegas? Where's my new Vegas remaster? Do you know what I mean? Where's my new Vegas remaster? But, you know, I think some things are good enough, have entered into that echelon of special classic. And also, some people are going to say the original was the best. The original film was the best. You know, the original, you and your remakes, and that wasn't in the original. Some people are going to want the original. Keep that out there as well. You know, on this new disc that you can put the original on there as well if you can fit it. You know, or original graphics mode or something. Because, you know, keep that for posterity. But for the future generations, this game is going to come up a lot. It's going to be considered a classic, and every system I can imagine, like, now that they've set this ball rolling, that's not going to be the second remake is not going to be the last remake, is it? Do you know what I mean? Every new little bit of technology. Oh, we can do the hair a little bit different on these new computers. Right, remake it. Did you know that our new generation of computers, you can put little effects on the skin now? Oh, remake it. You know, that's going to keep happening, isn't it? It's going to take definitely a point where what's a DVD? Definitely a point where gaming sets a new standard where games can be more than just gameplay, involve people in stories. Yeah, definitely. You can see games as services, and like Elden Ring, where people, good game, a solid game, become a hit and stand the test of time. Yeah, that's true. I actually really like games where it's like one complete package and you don't have to have it going on forever, like Genshin Impact. I really like there to be a start, a middle and an end, like a film. Like, I wouldn't go in the cinema and say, oh, that was a good film, right, I'm just going to go to the toilet and then we'll be back for another 8 hours and then that was a good 8 hours. I'm just going to go and, you know, it's like Elden Ring is like Lord of the Rings, isn't it? And you know, series like Game of Thrones, they go on and on and on, don't they? But like, at some point things have to end. I like them when they're a complete package. I'm looking forward to the next Breath of the Wild for that reason. It won't be a fucking it won't take 2 years for me to play it, will it? Yeah. You want to enjoy 4K TV game, imagine 8K. The next steps as well. The next steps, I'm just taking these chats one by one. The next steps, I don't know if we need them as fast. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is good that we improved, but 4K's around. I'm not using it yet. I haven't got a 4K monitor yet, and I'm someone who edits. Someone who's into camera work. I'm not that into it to want to. For me, when you get to a certain level of quality, it's enough. And I think 4K and 8K will happen, but I think for the average person on the street who just doesn't want to pay that much money for a telly, like, 4K is enough, more than enough. Like, once it's sharp, isn't it? So what more do you want? So I think those things will happen, but I'm not eager to get onto them. The only thing I would say is virtual reality. I wish that's where they need to increase the resolution. My big telly's alright, but my virtual reality, that's what they need to work on. A remaster of a remaster without adding something new into the game, like just scaling it's not really normal people be able to notice. Yeah, it's just like for the new generation, like, let's say in 2 years' time, someone that just starts gaming, they're like 10 years old, and maybe they're a bit young for The Last of Us. Someone who's 12, they want to play The Last of Us, and they put it in and it just looks shit compared to everything else that they're playing. That's not good, is it? And they know that if they can make it look good, like a good film, it will always, like, the story's there, the gameplay's there, so it's a no-brainer. If you make it look good again, polish it up again, it will always work well. I think that's a good way of looking at that, isn't it? Like, generations on generations are going to be fed the new I don't think they should put anything particularly new in it. Even though I didn't like the game, I just think graphical fidelity and smoothness of gameplay is all they need to improve, isn't it? Because otherwise they're changing it, and you shouldn't change it because you might make it shit. You might ruin it. But I wouldn't expect them to go and change Terminator 2 when they remaster it next. If they remaster it next. Maybe they don't remaster it, I don't know. But yeah, where's my fucking Fallout? Where's my Fallout remasters, you fuckers? I suppose that's done by the modding community, isn't it, really? But, you know, where's my New Vegas remaster for the Switch? And that's the other thing I'd say, is it's all well and good making it, you know, it is an exclusive, isn't it? So there's nothing you can do about that. But bring it to other consoles as well. Like, it's an exclusive, so they're not gonna, but like, it'd be nice to have it on my Switch. I'd buy it then. But they'll never do that. I suppose there's another aspect of it as well, isn't it? By remastering it, they keep pointing out that you don't have it. Like, if you don't have it, if you didn't play PlayStation, you'd never played this. Oh, we're making it. Oh, have you heard of this one? No, this was the big one that you had to get a PlayStation for. So did you not get that? Like, it can be worked with patches, not a full release. People would still. Yeah, that's a good point as well. You could just say, like, you know, we're patching the whole. Yeah, you could, couldn't you? But because the cost is nothing to do a new one, to bin off the old one and do a new one costs you nothing, essentially. You might as well just, like, do it. Like, from their side, it makes sense. But you're right, it is essentially a patch, in a way, isn't it? And actually, it's a bit unfair that the people who've bought the old one don't get the new one for free. Because they've already fucking paid for it. So why don't you patch it? That could have been what they could have just done it as like a patch DLC, but nope. They're my feelings on that anyway. And I'm glad that I never got really into it, because just playing it for an hour and a half. If you want to see, go back in the old archives here. Search Last of Us. I did play it. I fucking hated it. The First of Us and the rest of us. This is me. This is the old stream. If it works. And then it's past midnight now, you see. I've fucked up. I'm supposed to be getting shit ready for travel, and I've fucked up. It's past midnight. Come on. I'm sorry. I went a bit. This is me talking on the USB mic as well, so this is what I'm going to go back to this week. Loud.
Watch out!
What? Where's... What? Oi! Don't just do that. You should have shot him. You've got a gun. Just do that, look. Ace him. It actually looks quite fun.
Search the area.
There's a key there, look. Warehouse key. Don't want to look at it. Don't need to look at it. Don't need to look at it. They've all got the COVID anyway. I shouldn't be picking up stuff off the people. Anyone can have the COVID. So we did play it. I don't know what I got to that made me... Like, I was in this room and I had to keep going around this fucking room, and it agitated me. It looks like we're bothering.
We gotta get out of here.
Well, have we? Well, come on then. Get out of the way.
We gotta move.
I can't move. I'm trying to sprint. It's not letting me.
Through here.
Back then as well, I used to have my audio and my visual slightly out of sync on the microphone because fuck ups. Get out of the way. Oh, it's like quite on rails, isn't it? It's like the old Call of Duties where it's like, you know, go on then. We're going through this process together, but I don't have many choices. Tapping all the buttons, just trying to make it go fast. Looks like you could do with a remaster. This was the remastered version. I don't know why. I played two episodes of it, and I just said I can't do this anymore. I hate it. And instead we played Fallout with my sister, and that was more fun. And then we stopped playing that as well, because Fallout, I really enjoyed playing Fallout Online, even though I thought I wouldn't. It was a few years later, Todd had, you know, made the game better, and I got it for about £7, and I played it, and then it was shit, because as soon as my stuff broke, and someone gave me some cool stuff at the start, they gave me this cool set of armour and stuff, but as soon as my stuff broke, then I had to repair it with real money out of the, you know, you have to buy things to, just fuck that, man. I'm not having some in-game, like, you know, my gun broke, you need to repair that, where'd you get the repair stuff from? You can buy it in the shop. No. How about no? How about leave me the fuck alone? So I left that the fuck alone. Then we moved on from that. I played some Fortnite. Firewatch then came next. Played Firewatch. That was good fun. Bit of Mud Runner, Bus Driver Simulator, Green Hell. Yeah, the old streams. So you go and have a look at them, you chuffers, because I'm going now, and I'm going to set up a very quiet, very cheeky little half-hour second stream on the Battery Exhausted channel, just to make it, see if it's working. It'll probably be really choppy, probably won't have the kilobytes, but I'm not planning to plug it in at the wall for this one. I'm going to take the plug in at the wall system on Hollybobs with me. I'm going to pack up my bag with all the necessary kit, but for this next, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I shouldn't go on about this sort of stuff because it won't make any sense. Like when you watch these old streams back, if you ever do, no one ever does. No one ever does. But if you did, then, you know, if I was talking about what I'm going to do tomorrow, it's not tomorrow, is it? So it doesn't make a shit of difference. Just keep all that in the old brain. Thanks for being here. Thanks, new chatters. And as we saw today, I'm in the top 20% because you're here. I'm in the top 20% of streamers, really. So actually, that's pretty fucking good. So I'm really happy. Thank you for making me a top 20%er. I was talking about Blackpink 9 months ago, wasn't I? Look. Always on about Blackpink. There's me crying over Moonlighter. You can pick one of them and you'll enjoy it, you chuffer. So you might as well. You never know what might happen. It's like a gacha system. Pick one of the videos and it might be really good. It might be a 5-star. That one is Fisherman's Tale, the VR. That's a 5-star. No one knows. Alright, you be good, my little podcast. If you can't be good, you're naughty.